Hey everyone, how are you doing today? I've missed you. I took a couple days off. I had to just recharge my batteries. I needed to perform some self-care. I've had a lot going on here at my house, and just had to be done. You guys, all of us, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to listen to the signs and take time for ourselves when we need to. All of us, all of us. Well, anyway, hello. It's so good to see all of you. Let's see, we've got quite a few people in. I'm so glad to see you. Monsi, hello, how are you? Joanna or Joanna? Patricia, how are you both doing? And Jane J, how are you, beautiful? Ritz Ready, Talisa, Sweetie Sharma, hi guys. Anna, Vaishu. I hope I'm saying that right. Valentina, how you doing? Miss S, welcome and thank you for your subscription. Ecto, 1GB. Ooh, what are you saying here? Ooh, no, that's Jane. Let me see. The reading was a couple days, was accurate. Woo! Yay. Gotta love that tarot. How you doing, Emmy? Good to see you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Today I have the Everyday Witch Tarot spread out with my clear quartz to open up the energy. Just want to make a couple quick announcements. If you are new to the channel, first of all, welcome. What I wanted to say was go ahead and write your question there in the chat. I do select randomly. Donations do take priority and go first. So anybody who'd like to make a donation and get your reading right away, the link is posted in my description, and my moderators post it for me. And new feature in the chat, I was allowed to pin a comment to the top. So I put the link in there as well. A little bit of a change prior to today. I stayed around until we exhausted all donations, and I was running about a 3 or 4 hour show. Kind of broke me a little bit. I do that for like 2 weeks and I was dying. So I am going to cut it. We do have an hour-long show. I will obviously honor donations, but at the same time, I can't read for 3 or 4 hours. My brain turns to mashed potatoes. I was losing my voice. It was just not good. So I will keep an eye on the time, and I will let you know when we're nearing the end, and we will have a hard stop. That being said, let's see what we've got. I do choose randomly. So go ahead and put your question in. If you make a donation, please let us know. Please write donated in the chat. That helps me line up YouTube names with PayPal names because they're often different. So please write donated, and we'll get going. Monsi and Jane J are both here, my fabulous moderators. Let me know, or let them know, I should say, if you have any questions or whatnot. Let them know you donated as well. All right, so let's get going. All right, I think I just heard something though. Actually, let me just check and see what we've got. Yes, we did. All right. So, Talisa, thank you so much. Talisa. I'm saying it wrong. Sorry. Right. Thank you, honey. What a nice way to kick off the day. All right. So we're going to kick things off. We have a donation. I'm going to keep a little list of donations. Again, if you are not interested in donating, that is totally fine. No obligation, but you do need to kind of count on your luck, because I do pick randomly, and I pick in between donations. Donations do go first. Okay. So let us find out what we've got. All right, let me just write your name down there. All right, and I think, unless you've changed your question, hun, it looks like you're wanting a general reading. Yep, you said it again, general. Okay, I just want to make sure you didn't change your mind because I didn't catch it right away. All right, so a general, and we are going to stick with the everyday witch. We're going to find out what kind of things that Talissa might need to know about, think about, be excited about, watch out for. We're going to see what we can get. All right. Talissa or Talissa? I'm sorry, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. All right. Talissa. That's got to be it. Okay. All right. And Jane J, yes, I didn't see your email until right before the show. I'm sorry. I had those 2 days I needed to kind of unplug a bit. So I'm sorry. I did see that. Yes, stick around after the show and we will work it out, my dear. All right. What am I doing? Everything's in my way. Move it. Move it. There we go. Ha-ha. Alrighty, so let's see what kind of Jennifer. All right, so our energy for the spread is Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is all about kind of holding it in tight. You know, this is the suit of everyday life, so your physical world type of things. So money, you know, career, your home, issues at home, that kind of a thing. And as you can see, this dude, he's got his little chest there and he's sitting on it, not letting anybody have it, right? So this talks about holding it in to yourself. So let's find out what else that might, how that might fit in, I mean. All right, so let me move over here. There we go. That's better. All right, so again, this is going to apply to each of these cards. And we have, first off, the Page of Swords. Now, our Page of Swords is all about new ideas and, you know, having a real thirst for knowledge kind of thing, like someone who's very adaptable and wants to learn more and can't wait to get started. So that's a cool energy. Let's put it all together here, though. Ten of Wands, this is also about success, but it is a burden. So there is quite a bit, you know, look at all these brooms that this witch is carrying. But notice, it is a burden. Yeah, it's a lot. But her witch is always moving up that hill. She's not dropping it. She's even got a cat hanging on her back, for God's sake. She's doing it. So a lot of times this is called the Burden of Success card. Bum, bum, bum. Burden of Success. Now let's see. Holding tight, getting excited to try new things. Let's find out what else we've got. We've got our Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords, it's all about kind of feeling trapped by your own thoughts, like just not knowing what to do. And I'm going to tell you what I think this is all saying so far. You know, holding it in tight, that means holding in your resources, whether that's money, time, you know, information of some kind that would apply to your physical world. So what it looks like is there's going to be something exciting coming your way. This is a page, so it's always about new information. So it's new. Something is going to be coming in that, you know what, you're going to be excited about, you're going to be anxious about. But it looks like it's going to be either a lot of work or a lot to deal with. You might be like me for the last 2 days and needing a break to recharge. But that's what that's looking like. And that's what this would mean. It would apply because holding it in, meaning don't overextend yourself. Don't, you know, even though you could technically do it, you know, that doesn't matter. Sometimes, just like me, I took this little break. Yeah, I could have pulled it together and done it, but I'm like, I need to unplug. I need to recharge. And that's, you know, you got to do that. You do. So that reminds me just of what I went through. So very similar. And then here, it's kind of saying that if you're not careful, you know, and you don't keep some of that in terms of time and energy and that kind of a thing, you might find yourself feeling trapped. Now, what a difference from the Page of Swords to the Eight of Swords. I mean, look, let's go do it. Let's get it. I can't wait to, oh no, I'm trapped and now I don't know what to do. I don't even want to do anything. I'm immobilized. Do you see what I'm saying? So you don't want to get to that point, but it does look like something new is heading your way reserve your energy, money, if money's involved with whatever this idea is. And, be aware that even if, when it's a little much, you're going to need to take a break. Otherwise, you're going to feel like that. Now, what we're going to do, I want to see the cut card. The cut card is the energy of the outcome. So this scenario that the general reading's about. All right. Page of Wands. Okay, so that's an awesome outcome. If you are conscious of this and making sure not to overextend yourself or take on too much at once and end up here at the Eight of Swords, if you don't do that, get out of here. Then we're looking at Page of Wands energy. Now, again, our page is all about new things starting. So Wands, this is the one who has, very free-spirited, is ready to do things. We've got two nice pages here. So, again, I am thinking this is just really sending that message home that you need to, with whatever this is, something's coming. You should be prepared to pull it back when you need to. Be aware of that energy and things like that. Ooh, that looks good. I hope that helped. I wonder what's coming for you, my dear. It is a sword, that first page. So that is typically about communication. It's also about new ideas. So maybe you're going to have a new idea, or somebody's going to come to you and be like, hey, man, I got this great idea. Something like that. Woo! Good luck. All right, Talissa. I need you just to spell it out phonetically for me because I suck it. Oh, goodness. All righty. Don't forget, guys, if you donate, please write donated in the chat so we realize. And because sometimes it's hard to connect PayPal names with YouTube names. So let's do it that way. And yes, as my beautiful moderators are letting you know, please like and subscribe. I would love to have you in the family. And this way you'll get notifications. You'll know things when I, do special things or I upload videos. I upload at least twice a week, pick a cards and so forth. And then I do my daily show. So please make sure you subscribe. All righty, Ecto, how are you doing? So we've got a donation from Ecto. All right. So let me just write your name down so I don't get confused. I get confused easily. You're welcome, Talissa. All right, Ecto. Hey, Julie, how you doing? It's another weekend, so I hope you have some cool plans to tell me about. All right. So, Ecto, let's find your question. And we will read for you. And I thought I saw it earlier. Oh, the reading I gave you. It was amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, so I'm not seeing your new question. So maybe you haven't written it yet. Let me go back down. Yep, there we go. Thank you. Okay. You said there was trouble in paradise with Danny's relationship, and the next day I found out his girlfriend broke up with him. Oh, I got the chills. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. You deserve it. Let's do it. We got to do it. Ready? Whoa, we love the tarot. There we go. All right, so I had to do it. Okay. Well, the question now is, what are his intentions toward me? He still wants me to come over. Okay, well, I have some ideas myself, but let's see what the cards say. All right, so this is the Lightseer's Tarot. Okay, what are Danny's intentions toward Ecto? I want to come over and see the puppy, huh? That's what it was, right? Okay, I think I remember. I have a terrible memory, so never be offended if I don't remember. It's just sometimes in the moment I don't connect the dots, and I don't have a very, my memory leaves something to be desired. Let's say it that way. All right. There we go. There we go. I got it going now. What are the intentions toward Ecto? Danny. Danny. Okay. So here's our energy. This will be our spread. All right. So give me 1 second. I got to take off. I'm wearing a long sleeve hoodie and I got to, getting hot. Getting too hot. All right. Wait a minute. My arm is stuck. All right. Did anybody see Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? When John Candy's driving and he's trying to take his coat off and he ends up getting his arms both stuck and he crashes the car. That's what I just felt like. I'm like, oh, I can't get my coat off. Okay, back to this. All right. So what are Danny's intentions? Here's the energy. The wheel. Oh, he totally wants to get back with you. That's what that means. The wheel of fortune, it's always spinning. And a lot of times it's talking about cycles repeating. What? It also talks about the end of a cycle. Broke up with the girlfriend. What? So, yeah. So that is, energy is really looking strong. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Whoa, Ecto. You, my friend, I am going to tell you, I think the intentions are wanting to get back together. Again, we have our wheel, which puts our overarching energy and applies to each card. So wanting to repeat something, and something ending. Let's see. Well, we've got our 10 of Pentacles. We want to get back to the place of the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles, this is awesome. This is like one of the greatest little success card type of situation, little family there. We've got money. We got our dog. We're all happy. We've got lanterns hanging. We also have some sacred geometry in there. Very, very cool. So this is talking about getting to a place, back to a place of comfort, and, you know, things moving forward with the security too, because it's Pentacles. So stability. Then we've got our 2 of Cups. Woo, 2 of Cups. I'm sure just by looking at the picture, you can see what that's about. Cups is all about love and emotion. The 2 is always about partnership in any sense, the number 2. But being 2 of Cups, it's even more, you know, more telling. I can't think of a word. But because what this talks about is bringing together 2 people and bringing that harmony in. So imagine one of these cups is you, one of these cups is Danny. Bringing in that energy. Obviously, the holding hands is obvious what that means, but it's the energy, the harmony, bringing it together. And I can tell you right here, this is going to leave you thinking. You're, you know, I'm sure, you know, just being a smart person and learning from your past, you're going to be thinking like, okay, what's up here? What should I do? Does this make sense? You've learned a lot from your relationship with Danny at whatever point, but also observing his relationship with the new girlfriend. So, you know, you've seen some things, you've been watching some things, and I don't know to what level that might be or in what respect, you know, as a romantic-ish, you know, I don't know if it's friends, romantic, or how you guys were building on this, but it looks like you're going to be having a lot to think about, my friend. Now, let us see what is in the middle of the deck. This is our cut card, and this is the energy of the outcome. Page of Pentacles. All right, this is saying this is something to work for. This is saying that that's what's going to happen. I think now again, you use your best judgment. Don't let this sway you and say you got to choose one way or the other. But the way the energy is looking, it looks like you will more than likely say, all right, well, let's give this a trial run. Let's go slow. Our Page of Pentacles moves slowly and calculatedly, meaning planning and, you know, thinking. And, you know, he's very balanced. He's moving slow because he wants to. It's a choice. So it's not like, oh, man, what's going on? Why is it moving so slow? No, it's a choice to take it slow. So this could also be advice for you from the cards to say, take it slow. Take it slow. Remember, there's a reason, for everything. And I'm not, I'm a big proponent of saying, everything happens for a reason. So you either have to learn something from it or it's a blessing in some way. So, you got to take things from that. Oh, whoa, Ecto. Well, if you were looking at starting something up with Danny, it looks like that might be on the horizon, my friend. Woo! Well, thank you. You'll have to let me know. All righty. So we've got a couple more donations. It looks like we have Julie, Antonella, and Rose D. Thank you so much, you guys. Let me just get that down here. Right. So, I see that Julie has her question. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me get my hair out of my way. All right. So, Mike and I haven't contacted since the last time we hung up on Sunday. This might have been the longest that he doesn't reach out. What's going on? Oh, my. Let's find out. Yeah, what is going on? That's weird. That's really weird. Okay, let's find out what Page of Cups this man is doing. We're going to use the Deviant Moon. Whoops. And we're going to see what's going on. There's been no contact since Sunday. See, it's been going on 6 days now, huh? Or no, 5. All right. All right, Mike, what's going on? Did something change in the energy? We need to read on the energy. We need to know what is going on with Mike and Julie. And you're saying you texted him on Monday and he still didn't respond. Now, Julie, normally, how quickly does he respond normally? Do you have a feel for that? Okay. Let's see what we've got. There's our energy. This is our spread. So I have a new deck coming Tuesday, guys. I'm super excited. This is to replace the one I had to return because I just didn't care for it. No way! Julie, look at what the energy is. Are you kidding me? We get the Page of Cups for Julie all the time when we're talking about this situation, about this man. Whoa. I mean, geez, I don't even know what to say about that. That's amazing. So just to kind of reiterate, the Page of Cups, this is cups, so it's love and emotion. This is new information and new messages. But the page is somebody who kind of likes to pull back, and it's usually a very creative type. Stuff like that. Someone who doesn't really want to be overtly assertive, or, I mean, I'm not talking about in regular life. I'm talking about in love. So this isn't to say, he doesn't handle his life. I don't mean that at all. But he is more of the type who likes to kind of sit back and let things evolve and unfold as opposed to pushing it. Does that make sense? So that's what we've got in terms of energy. Are you kidding me? We got the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Julie. Oh my goodness. All right. So, I don't even know what to say. This is amazing. All right. So our Page of Cups energy, I believe this is Mike. This is Mike. Mike is the Page of Cups. He pops up. The page pops up all the time when we talk about Mike. So Page of Cups, sitting back, working on creative things possibly. But we have our Ace of Cups too. The Ace of Cups, this is all about love, budding love, coming up here. Yeah. And then look at that. We have the Lovers. What? I mean, I don't even know if I have to explain what the Lovers means. I mean, clearly that is a very strong connection, very positive feelings that are leading in a nice direction. The Lovers is one of the majors. Notice we have 2 court cards and we have 2 our major arcana. So these are strong themes. So let's see. We've got the Moon here in between these 2 lovey-dovey cards, right? The moon is, typically talks about feeling, well, first of all, going on your intuition, right? Going on your intuition, kind of feeling like going, like, look at this, our moon card. Notice that these people are on like marionette strings from the moon. Why is that? Well, the moon is a very powerful pull, a very powerful energy. So it's pulling these people through. In a lot of the traditional imagery for for the moon card, there's like a snarling dog on one side, a crab, and, these scary looking pillars. And it's like, but there's a path, and the moon is pulling you through that path. So you don't need to get into crazy crabs and dogs. Well, that's what this means. So right now, this is a time of confusion, or just kind of being clouded over, not able to see everything right now. Not in a bad way, but just kind of in a what's the word? A flow, just the flow of life. So it's not like, oh my gosh, we'll pull an end game or a clarifier, because I want to see. This is too amazing. So there's no way. So what's our moon doing? What is our moon doing here, please? All right, thinking about how things were. Something happened. Something's going on right now. And I don't really necessarily think it's about you. This is cups, but this is, our 6 of cups. This is all about that. This is the warm fuzzy card. Thinking about, if it, well, doesn't apply to your question here, but one of the things it does talk about is looking at the past, like when your little brother was your best friend, that kind of thing. So it's that warm fuzzy relationship connected to the past. All right, we need a little more though. So I don't think it's about you. What is going on with Mike? Why is he not contacting or responding? Changes. Something has changed. And again, I don't think it really has to do with you. It feels like it has to do with you because you are the one sitting here waiting and wondering. But honestly, it's a change of some kind. All right, one last one, and then we're going to go ahead and pull the cut card. What is this change? Can you give us a hint so that Julie knows what is going on? All right, he's overloaded. He is overloaded. And I think something that he was working on did not pan out. A lot of times the 10 of Swords is about, the death of an idea. So, maybe he got a rejection letter. Maybe something like that happened. Maybe, he's been putting himself out there and he's not getting responses from, I don't know who he works with, like, a publisher or an editor, or I don't know. I just know that he does write because you told me that he's a writer, but whatever that might look like, I don't think it had anything to do with you. Let's do our cut card though and see what the energy of the outcome is. All right, let's see what we've got. The King of Pentacles. All right, the King of Pentacles, that's awesome. The King of Pentacles gets it all together. So whatever this is, I do think it's going to resolve. Mike will fix it. Something will happen. Not sure which, but the King of Pentacles is very much a financially stable person. The King of, excuse me, the King of, I'm going to take my glasses off. I can't see. All right, the King of Pentacles is usually somebody who is very successful, very self-sufficient. So whatever this might be, I think he will come up with a solution for it or a plan. But one other thing I want to mention about our King of Pentacles, he is somebody who likes to promote others. So he does have in his capacity the ability to think of other people at the same time. So, while it seems like he's super distracted, it's been a while, and I agree with you, it has. So like, hey man, what's going on? But, it is something that will resolve. And I don't think it has anything to do with you. And that is a long time. I think that's a long time to be waiting. Maybe, I don't know. You have to use your best interest, but, your best instincts. I mean, I was going to say, maybe you should try to initiate another text. You got to watch. It's like a fine line. You don't want to come off needy and annoying, but at the same time, if making that little effort, it will be like what wakes everything back up. It's like, So let's just do one more pull and we're going to see, should Julie contact Mike? Ooh, it's a little bit up there. I don't know. It could go either way. This is about balancing the aspects of life. He is apparently out of whack. Give me one more. Queen of Cups. Are you kidding me? All right. Yeah, you might want to think about it. The Queen of Cups, though, just so you know, she's great. She's everybody's best friend and best spouse. But she does get a little moody. She does not like to be disappointed or have her, be criticized. So again, use your best judgment. It's looking like it might go okay if you do that, but you might expect a little bit of emotion coming in, like you might not get the responses that you think you want, or I don't know for sure. But that Queen of Cups, tells me there's a little emotion in there. Oh, Julie, I can't even believe the Page of Cups. I mean, seriously, holy crap. Maybe he is reuniting with his ex, you're asking. Well, I didn't do that or see that, but let's do this from the middle. Is he reuniting with his ex? That's saying brace for change. Getting a message, brace for change. Is this about the ex? That's a 10 of Cups. That's personal relationships and things like that. Is this about it's not telling me yes or a no. It's just telling me how he wants that happiness, which, the Magician, creating something new. X doesn't sound new to me. So what it's looking like is I don't see something that says, right, yes, but so I don't know about that one, but I don't think so. All right, my dear. Thank you. Antonella. Antonella is up, and then Rose D will be right after that. And then I think we are caught up on donations. If you have donated, please let the moderators know. Please write donated. And if you are not interested in donating, no pressure. You just have to gamble on your luck, because in between donations, I do select randomly. Okay. Oh, here. I knew I saw it. Antonella, thank you, my dear. Why didn't Aquarius respond to me now for more than a week? Man, we got 2 of these. 2 people not responding. What is up with that? All right. So what is going on? What should I know? I'm a Cancer. Okay. Aquarius, what are you doing? We're going to use the Druid Craft Tarot. I can hear my dog walking into my bedroom to get onto my bed. He is not allowed on my bed. I can hear him. He's taking advantage of the fact that he knows I'm busy. Just like a little kid, they wait till you're on the phone so that you'll be like, fine, go ahead. All right. So Antonella, you and Julie are going through the same thing. All right. So we're going to shuffle. Let me focus. Aquarius. More than a week. What is going on? What should Antonella know? Okay. Here's our energy, and here is our spread. All right. So we've got the World. The World, this is all about the end of a journey, meaning like I've gotten it all. Look he's got all the suits. It's kind of interesting because the Magician has all the suits, of course, starting off the journey, right? Starting things, that's the Magician. And here's the World, the end, and he has all of the different suits. So this is about being well-rounded. This is about having, accomplished things and stuff like that. One thing that this card also indicates is about having a lesson learned, So let's see what we've got here and how that might tie in. Okay. So interesting. We have all majors and court cards again. Very similar to what we had experienced in Julie's reading. So we've got 2 pages. Again, we got a Page of Cups. And we've also got the Page of Swords. We had that earlier. And then we have the Death card. Nobody worry. Don't freak out. Death is not dying. Death is about the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. So, it is something ending and something beginning. So let's start here with our Page of Swords. Now, our Page of Swords, pages are always about new information, new messages. It's kind of like the beginning, an immature energy, like things are starting. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, you know, stuff like that. So being swords, this is about communication, new ideas, things like that. There has been some kind of lesson learned about this communication. Swords typically are personalities that like jump in super quickly, but often have not like planned out the rest to do. Like their excitement gets them super excited, you know, so well, that made no sense. Their excitement gets them super pumped, like to do things. Do you see what I mean? So that tells me lesson learned. Maybe not to jump into things quickly and to go a little bit more slowly. Lesson learned about that would create the death of something, death of the other way it was being done, you know. We'll pull a clarifier on that because I want to see what changed, what made this happen. And then we've got our Page of Cups. Then the Page of Cups, this is a love card. These are definitely about emotions. This is also about new information, new messages, a new way of communicating. This is about somebody who likes to kind of step back and watch and see how it unfolds. You know, and that is obviously because of the lessons learned here. So perhaps, you know, jumping into a previous relationship without giving it the proper time caused a problem, lesson learned. Or jumping in without paying attention, you know, made him think like, ooh, so I'm not going to do that anymore, lesson learned. Either way, it's a lesson learned. And the standing back, again, lesson learned. Doesn't want to get hurt, doesn't want to jump in, but we've got the Page of Cups, which tells me there are feelings, okay? So let's get back here and let me see what you're saying. Yes, you were both hurt from exes. Okay, that makes total sense then. Lesson learned. So there's that fear. So we need to get a few clarifiers though, because the lesson is learned, okay, but why? What's going on this week? Why? All right, so give me something more about what this change is about. All right, again, feeling just afraid. It's being afraid, not wanting to repeat. Look at swords. We've got the princess, which is the page, and then we've got the 8. So not wanting to, you know, not wanting to go out, and this person has the blindfold on because they don't want to see just in case. This is about fear. This is about fear. See if we can get a hint about what is going on with the Aquarius. What's the fear? The Lord. Okay, and that's somebody standing firm. That's this week going on. All right, so we're talking about what's the fear. This is somebody who wants to take control and make order out of chaos. Something is scaring Aquarius. I don't know, maybe when your last talk, or do you know if maybe Aquarius was hooking up with some friends and maybe some memories got pulled up? Again, I just see fear of making a mistake. So let's see, I dying to see what the cut card is, because this is the energy of the outcome, and I'm dying. Let's see. Queen of Cups. Are you kidding me? Are you and Julie friends or what? Not the same reading, but you guys got some similar cards. Okay, so, and you have a similar question. So anyway, the Queen of Cups, this is telling you not to give up hope. This is somebody who is known as a best friend, as the best spouse, somebody who really can, you know, be willing to help other people with their emotions. Did you recently just try to help and maybe push the envelope a little too far? Maybe that made, you know, pull back and, you know, the emotions, not that they're not still there, but let me just pull it back a little bit. The Queen of Cups, as you see, has her foot in the water. Water indicates emotion. So she's like trying to help. The only thing about our queen is she gets very upset very easily. She is somebody who is very easily upset by criticism or when things aren't going smoothly. So what this is asking you to do is to keep your emotions in check. Likely something's going on that made him feel like, I don't want to repeat past mistakes. Don't know what you might have said or what might have come up, or, you know, I'm not sure. So think about that. Maybe you can tell me, but it is super clear. The feelings are still there. It's about hanging on, stepping back, and very strong. Don't want to repeat mistakes. Whoa. All right, Antonella. Well, doesn't that suck? I hate it when people don't respond. And then your mind goes nuts and you're like thinking of all this. At first it's like, oh, maybe they're busy. And then a day or two goes by and you're like, hey man, oh no, and then you start going down the tubes. Oh, you were drunk last time. Maybe I said something wrong. You never know, because when you're drinking, the floodgates of your emotions are like, you can say and do. That's why people say, announce they love somebody, or they say shitty things they didn't mean to. Yeah. Well, think about it and see if perhaps it might have been something that, pushed him, being afraid about making a mistake and repeating past mistakes. It's super clear. Super clear. All right, my friends. Rose D, thank you so much. You are up next, my friend. And then it looks like we've got Julie and Anthony. Anthony. Oh, that's my son's middle name. My ex-husband, his father's named Tony, Anthony, obviously. And we named, obviously, his middle name after his dad. So there you go. All right. Rose D. Let's find your question, my dear. And thank you again. Yeah, Julie, how about it? You and Antonella, man. Something in the air. Okay. I'm not finding it, Rose. If you wrote it, I'm not seeing it. And sometimes, guys, I think there's a delay in what I'm saying to when you hear it. YouTube and my StreamYard kind of have like a couple seconds off. So if I'm repeating myself and you've already posted it, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. All right. I found it. Thank you so much, honey. Capricorns, current feelings toward Rose D. Let's find out with the Mystic Dreamer. Yeah, for the 2-day break I took, I literally, it was like the night before I canceled. I was just having such a hard time. I'm like, I need to recharge. And while I was taking that break, I didn't do any tarot readings. I disconnected, so I'm now recharged. I did some energy clearing. Any kind of negative or stagnant energy, I made sure to wash it away. So hopefully that will last, huh? All right, Capricorn, what are your current feelings toward Rose D? Rose D. All right, so here's our energy and our spread. Now, these cards look super tiny, but that's because I trimmed off the borders, which is, I think, what I'm going to be doing with my new deck that's coming. It's got borders. I don't like borders. The 10 of Pentacles. That's great for energy and overall energy. The 10 of Pentacles. This is, of course, the 10. 10s are all about kind of achieving something, completing a cycle kind of thing. Being Pentacles, it is about home, health, anything having to do with your daily physical world, right? 10 of Pentacles often indicates that there is some coming together, harmony. Now, if it were 10 of Cups, it would be the same thing, except for Cups has a lot more to do with that emotional component. But the 10 of Pentacles also involves that happy home, those wonderful things. So remember, too, that the cards are symbolism and metaphors and things like that. So, this isn't to say, hey, man, you're moving in right now, but it is saying that what that feeling would be is the general tone. Does that make sense? All right. So the current feelings, I do see good feelings, and this is especially, makes me especially happy to see. The Fool is all about starting a new beginning, starting something new. You wouldn't do that with somebody you didn't have feelings for, correct? wanting to spark it off. But I also think that the reason wanting to spark it off is this underlying desire of your Capricorn wanting to have that happy home, that fulfilled, like tied up in a bow type of relationship. That's his goal, or his or her, I don't know. I always try to be gender neutral, guys. Please forgive me if I'm not. You know, old habits die hard, I guess. But I'm very much a gender neutral kind of gal. So never hold it against me if I don't. Anyway, so next to that, we have our Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is all about something like having a lot of choices and sort of like not knowing how to choose, like not knowing what to choose. Sometimes it's about being confused by all of the choices. Now, I don't know if you can see really well, but these cups, they contain different things, some good, some bad. I mean, like here's some kind of scary crab. Here's, some kind of money or something hanging out of there. It's hard to tell. But anyway, that means like I'm uncertain. I am uncertain. And because this is wanted so much, I think Capricorn doesn't want to make a mistake. We've got our Four of Wands here too. Now, the Four of Wands talks about building a foundation. This is about success, but with more work that needs to be done. So it's like, yay, we've got this triumph. We started, we're on step 1, and now we got to go to step 2, that kind of a thing. So let's get some more cards. We need to see what's up with that. Because this is telling me like the desires of Capricorn. It looks favorable for you, but I want to get something a little more slam dunk. I got to get a little more. So what are the current feelings toward Rose specifically? Specifically, I want an idea, please. What? Ace of Cups. That's a new love. All right. So I think that you are definitely on Capricorn's mind. I think you have an opportunity here to start something new together. I do think, interestingly, too, because we were just talking about, having those fears, that last reading was about repeating past mistakes and things like that. I'm not getting that here, but I am getting afraid to make the wrong choice. And that is stalling perhaps the move forward. Do you see that? All right, so let's get a cut card and look at the energy of the outcome. So this is the middle of the deck, and here we go. Three of Pentacles. Okay, success off of past work. So this is, any inner work that perhaps Capricorn is doing. Remember I said afraid to make choices, doesn't want to choose the wrong thing or whatever. That might be working on, deciding. Maybe that's internal for Capricorn. Or it could be success work you've done, meaning we've started talking, or I've said this. I don't know if you guys are in contact or not, or if this is a crush or what. But success based off of past work could either be your work or his or her own internal journey working toward making stuff happen. But sweetie, I see good things here with our Ace of Cups, and the goal of your Capricorn is to make that happen. Just got a little bit of indecisiveness going on. Little indecisive right now, Rose D. Ooh. All right. Don't you just want to go, make up your mind, let's go, right? Okay, we now are, let's see, we've got Julie and then Anthony. So, that was your last question, Julie. Let me see. Oh, perfect. Look at this. All right, after Anthony, we have Blah. Thank you, Blah. Blah, blah, blah. All right, Julie. Thank you so much, honey. All right, let's get some advice from Spirit. What should I do with my... Oh, I love these. All right, I wanted to keep waiting for him to reach out this time because I always initiate in the past, but I don't want his feelings for me to fade out. Oh, I totally get it. I totally get it. It's like you're stuck. Like, well, what should I do? I'm not just going to sit here and keep knocking at the door. You got your own pride and your own well-being to worry about. But at the same time, sometimes people need like a little knock at the door. So it's like, ah. So I totally get it. Let's find out what we've got. Let's use the secret tarots, and we want to get some information from Spirit. Oh, I love these questions. I love all of them, but I especially love like spirit messages or, insert your favorite word, spirit guides, angels, universe, any of those. It's all the same thing. We just have our own, preferred doctrine. We're all looking at the same thing here, guys. All right. So, spirit, what should Julie do with Mike? What should Julie do with Mike? Should she continue to wait? What's going on? Okay. So with my 2 days off, I had 2 books I haven't been able to read because I've just been so busy, or no energy by the time I get in bed to read. But anyway, I said to myself, I'm going to read my books that I've been waiting to read. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Nope. I did a few things, but I didn't do any of those things that I said I was going to do, which kind of sucked, but whatever. All right. So Temperance. Okay, so this is advice from Spirit for you regarding what you should do with Mike. So we're going to keep that context in mind when we read the cards. Temperance is the energy for the spread and surrounding this question. And what Temperance is saying is the need for balance. The need for balance and the need that there's always enough. You need to know this. There is always enough. So when you're feeling depleted, and I can understand that at times you're probably feeling like, I am feeling like it's out of balance because you are the one who contacts first. You are waiting, wondering what's going on, having to try to fill in the blanks in your own mind because he's not sharing that. He's the Page of Cups after all. Well, that balance is the overarching energy. So that tells me, that tells me that, that balance is achievable, but that balance is very important to you for your successful journey. You need to get in balance. Let's see what else we've got, though. Ooh, we got the High Priestess. Oh, and we've got the Ten of Cups. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. So, oops, there we go. So, we're talking about what you should do. Now, the High Priestess. This is all about kind of moving forward in that intuitive sense. It's about being very calm. We've got Temperance on top of this calm card. So you are being asked to be calm, meaning not overly emotional or panicking or anything like that. It's talking about staying calm. Now here we've got the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight of Wands, all knights are bringing important messages, important change. This is always about action. Our knights are always about fire. So this is good because we want to see what's going on for you in terms of what you should do. Now, court cards are often personality types. So because we are asking specifically about you, this would be describing something that you would want to be doing. So this is Wands. This is all about energy. This is about passion. This is about being blunt. This is about somebody who tells it like it is because they want to get things done. It goes right into our Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups, I'm sorry, I should explain. The Ten of Cups is, cups is love and emotion. And the 10 is about bringing that all together and successful. Let's pull some more. But right now what I'm getting is, staying calm is important. But it looks like, and I'll pull a clarifier, but it looks like it's asking that you might want to consider being a little more blunt with what it is you're wanting or how you're wanting, contact. I mean, I don't know quite. You'd have to think about how you'd want to say it because you and Mike, and the way you say something to one person is not the same way you say it to somebody else. But this card does talk about being blunt. So is this saying that Julie might need to talk to Mike about this? The Empress, and it looks like for growth, the Empress is always, the Empress often represents a pregnant woman, not meaning you're pregnant, but think about the symbolism of what a pregnancy would be, or the metaphor of, or the analogy, of growing something like a baby, so you're growing it to fruition. Sometimes it's slow, Sometimes it's, you know, you got to nurture it and so forth. But eventually that baby is born, right? So this is talking about success after it's growing. So it's growing. So that's to me saying a yes. So one more. We just got to make sure though, because I don't know. I know that's a kind of a tricky business. You're feeling like you do all the contacting, and that would create a change. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking that what this is saying is remaining calm. We've got the goal in mind of where we're going. And this is talking about using gentle energy and being blunt about it. I mean, you got it. Maybe our Page of Cup dude is just not putting two and two together because he's too busy being a page and looking at his little cup with the fish. You know, he's just busy looking at that. Who knows? But this is saying, you know, when I asked specifically about that, if we wanted to grow and being blunt and saying what you need, and that will cause a change. So let's pull the energy of the outcome first, and then we'll see what more advice we can get. Sorry, my window is so tiny. All right, so let's pull the cut card for the energy. All right, I feel like with Mike, there's just so much of a toss-up about things. It's almost like Mike's just in his own little world. I don't see anything overtly saying, I don't want Julie. Nothing about that. Nothing about, I don't want a relationship. In fact, quite the opposite. I see that there as well. I just see, again, this was Spirit saying the need for calm, and that's probably for your own inner peace. You know, that was, you know, you got to think of yourself too. But then as far as to how to make it change or how to handle it, it's suggesting that you might want to have a conversation about it. You know, I realize you texted him and he's not responding, which is, you know, how can you have a conversation if nobody's responding? But, you know, maybe reaching out again. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know how you feel about that. But that is what is being suggested, my friend. Use your best judgment and play it out in your mind. You know, I always talk about the law of attraction, you guys. Even if you're not into it and you don't even care about it, whatever. This is good advice. Always be imagining the outcome the way you want it. Imagine it. See it in your head. And think about how would it feel. Like, for example, if you're waiting for a phone call, imagine the phone ringing and imagine answering it and going, hello, and there they are. Imagine hanging up the phone after you're done talking and how good that feels. Like, oh, I'm so glad we talked, or oh, we had a great conversation, or oh, now I know his feelings, or whatever. Imagine it. It's called act as if. You got to act as if it's happening. And if you don't believe in the law of attraction or you just don't care, that's fine too. Because guess what? The law of attraction is always working, whether you care or not. So, yes. Yes, you're welcome, honey. And I know that seems kind of like, ooh, you know, but it is saying, you know, you do need to kind of think about your unique situation, meaning your personality and Mike's personality, because what I would say, for example, to my husband would be different than what I would say to, you know, somebody else. And, you know, so you got to kind of play it by ear that way. All right, my friends, it looks like we have Anthony. Anthony made a donation, and thank you so much. And then we have Blah, so thank you very much. So let us find Anthony's question. I thought I saw you talking in here. You guys have to also, please don't hold it against me. I don't check the chat really until in between readings, or sometimes if I'm looking for feedback, if I asked a question or something at the bottom, but I'm super focused on the card. So I'm not trying to miss it. And I do check the chat at the end. So I do see you and I do appreciate you. Yeah. All right, Anthony. Oh, that is not the question. That is talking about, imagine having lots of money in there, Anthony. Growing. Like, imagine a cartoon where you open a box and money goes flying out of it. Just keep imagining that stuff. All right, Anthony. I'm not seeing your question, hun. So please either retype it or type it now. And yeah, I just have this. I don't have your question, hun. I'm not seeing it. It might have fallen off. Yeah, it must have fallen off, sweetie. So please write it again for me. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and I will answer Blah's question. Oh, Julie, you're so welcome. Good luck. I know how hard that is. Believe me. I've been there myself, and yeah. And as you can see, a lot of our friends here today are having some similar issues too, so you're never alone, my friend, never alone. Okay, so Blah has donated for 2 questions. So let's get Blah. Okay, so Blah, this is your first donation. Thank you. We're going to do Blah and Anthony. I'm assuming you are here, so please type your question out for me. All right, Blah. Let's see what we got, Blah. All right, I have a job contract from the Rhodes Trust. Shall I accept the offer from them? Ooh, okay, let's use the Modern Spellcaster Tarot. This will be a good one. This will be a good one. All right, so should Blah accept the job offer from them? Blah has a contract right now with Rhodes Trust. Okay, one more quick one. All right, Rhodes Trust. So Blah, what would happen if Blah accepted? What would happen if he did? Blah didn't. Okay, here is our energy. And this is our spread. Oh, good. Thank you, Anthony. I do see it now. You'll be right up next, and then Blah will get your second question, okay? All right, so we've got energy. What is our energy? Woo! Page of Wands. This is all about looking for opportunities to grow. Look at that. He's listening to the birds singing, thinking, woo, what am I going to do? I'm listening. Look how happy he looks. He's just ready to go. He's smiling. So, yes. So that is definitely great energy. Being the page, it's all about new information and new messages. This is all about having potential. This is somebody who's looking for something, who jumps right in, and yeah. So before I even flip these over, the energy is looking like, wow, you would have a great opportunity there. So let us find out. Okay, now this is, I think what's happening, if you accepted the job offer, it might cause a little bit of having to juggle things. Now, it could mean about juggling location. I don't know if you'd be having to relocate. It doesn't sound like it because you're already working on a contract position with them. But it might be obviously different money. I'm sure if you're being paid contract, once you get on a salary, obviously things would change. So it doesn't have to be like huge monumental things, but it does look like it would cause some of that. It looks like you have the opportunity to grow with the company if you accept a job offer. We're going to pull a yes or a no card, but right now this is saying if you were to accept it, the Empress is talking about growing that and having some real success with that. Our High Priestess, the High Priestess is always talking about kind of going on your gut. Going on your gut. And it's also about, you know, feeling like drawn by the moon. The cycles pull us. Now, remember the moon card. I talked about the moon card earlier. I don't know if you heard that, but I talked about being drawn by the moon. While our High Priestess, she is often feeling like she's in charge of the moon. Like she makes stuff happen. If she wants to make it happen, she will. She's in charge of the moon. I mean, you know, in the card, of course. Now, you know, I don't know why she has a black face and black gloves on in this deck, but that looks kind of creepy. But she's not a creepy card, so I don't quite know what that's about. But anyway, it is looking like you'd have a great opportunity to do this. We need to get a little bit more, though, more of a yes or a no, please. We need a little bit more clarity. Okay, so here is our Nine of Wands. Wands is all about the opportunity to grow. Now, interesting, because we have our Empress. The Empress talks about growing as well, like I just described. But our Nine of Wands is, the Nine of Wands is about being cautious, but not giving up. Look at this, I don't know, crazy guy there, or girl, I don't know what she's doing. But anyway, she's like, look, she's built this little, she's doing some kind of ritual or something. And she's like, all right, I'm in here. I'm ready for anything. I am ready for anything that comes my way. This is not somebody who is fearful. This is not somebody who has some ominous, awful things coming at them. Otherwise, she'd be behind a brick wall, wouldn't she, to protect herself? So this is just saying, hey, I've got these ideas. I want to stand my ground. So what that is looking like is, yeah, you should entertain it. And standing your ground, it might be about money, that you might have something to kind of stand your ground about, getting the correct money. Again, I don't think you are going to relocate simply because you're doing a contract right now. And if you didn't already have to relocate, you probably won't. Sometimes that indicates living in two places. That's why I even bring it up. But again, the success is there. This dude is balanced. He's not falling off. He's just balancing things. And look at his little doggy. He's bringing in something for him. I don't know what that is. It looks like a Ziploc baggie. I don't know what that is. Maybe he's on Breaking Bad or something. Okay, so let's pull our cut card to see the energy of the outcome for blah. Oh, you're going to be seeing things in a different perspective, seeing things in a different light. So I do think that this is going to, it's going to involve you giving it some heavy thought, because you obviously are the one who knows yourself and your life, but it looks like you're going to be standing your ground about something. It might be salary, stuff like that. And that's what the juggling is trying to, just balance it out. It doesn't necessarily have to be juggling like a trade-off. Or trying to get everything done at once, which is super overwhelming. It doesn't have to be like that. It could be just tossing up two ideas. But notice our Two of Pentacles, he's always balanced. It's not like he's falling, So that's seeing things different perspective. Now let's get a yes or a no. And we want to see about should you accept it or stay in your current role? Should blah accept the job offer? Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of work. Now that I'm thinking of it too, this could also be you just juggling the two work offers, to be quite honest. I didn't think of that. That's pretty obvious. But anyway, our Eight of Pentacles is again about work, Pentacles, and career and so forth. Eight, the number 8 is all about making decisions, and that's what you're trying to do. So far, that's not super helpful, is it? It's also about, though, creating personal satisfaction, So it's a little bit about trying to decide things and this, but you want to have things that are going to make you personally satisfied. So it looks like while you're trying to work out the money or the hours or the resources or whatever, you have to hold your own about it. You have to be insistent about what you are going to want. And with that, you would have some job satisfaction and be successful. So, look at him. He's covering up these little animals so they don't get wet. So that means things coming together. Let's just get one more about, I just want a little bit more of a clearer yes or a no. Knight of Wands. Okay, Knight of Wands. This is somebody who's always ready for important change. This is about somebody who gets it going. But again, this is somebody who's blunt and who tells them what they need. That ties right in with this. Juggling two things, trying to decide between two things, clearly about which job to take. But also, I think money perhaps would be in there too, trying to say, I want to have this salary. This is saying stand your ground. That's what you're wanting to do. This guy here, this is all about having patience and building something. Look at, he's building a shelter for these little guys in there to hold them from the rain, to shelter them. It takes patience and hard work and slow going sometimes, because look at, he's doing it brick by brick by brick by brick, right? Trying to hurry up before it gets wet. So this is talking about, having that patience. And then next we had the King of Wands, which is what I said specifically. Give me a clearer yes or a no. Our King of Wands, look at him flying on that bird. He's going to take it. Yeah. So let's see. What are the things I would juggle? Shall I stay? And it represents you're trying, yeah, exactly. It is trying to represent building a shelter. But think about that, about building up in a new job, things like that. It doesn't have to, it's not literal, meaning building your house or something. Remember, these are symbolism, and each of the cards does have its own meaning. But again, the symbolism in the cards is also where you kind of pull your intuition in and use the artwork on the card to kind of tell you what you're, picking up on. So, yeah, so it's looking like you might do very well with this new position. I think that you have an opportunity to grow, but I do think you need to be very clear on what it is you want. And then it looks like our knight is saying, go get it. Our knight is saying, go get it. Ooh, blah. That looks awesome. All right, use your best judgment, and think about your finances or whatever else needs to happen. But it looks like this is something pretty, like a positive thing to consider. It really does. All right, that's Blah's first question. Now let's get to Anthony. Anthony, thank you. And we're going to get your question up. All right, and then Blah, I am going to be reading your second question. All right. So first of all, let me spit my gum out. Ick. All right. What is my love life coming in the coming months? I am single and bored with my love life. Oh my goodness. Well, let's find out. Let's use our Wizard's Tarot. Let's use the Wizard's Tarot. Whoop. Let me pull the button. Okay, so what is coming in love for Anthony? What is coming up in love? Let's get a reading on the love life for Anthony. Love life for Anthony. Okay, there's our energy. This is our spread. Oh, almost knocked my crystal ball. I don't like that. All right. So love life. So the energy. That's awesome. 3 of Cups. That's good energy for the whole spread. This is all about, get this, celebrating a new endeavor of the heart. That is what this is. It often involves social interactions, as you can see by these women giving each other cheers and having a great old time. So it can involve social interactions, so just off the top of my head, we got to see what these are. But, that sometimes can indicate meeting somebody through friends, or maybe taking another look at a friend who is in the friend zone. But, maybe like, hey, but let's see what we've got here. But this is definitely about kind of celebrating a new endeavor of the heart. Okay. Oh, God. Oh my God, Anthony. Good stuff's coming, my friend. Good stuff is coming. All right, 3 of Cups. This is the energy. This applies to each card. So again, new venture of the heart, new endeavor of the heart. And here we have our success card, 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is all about success. Like if I had to write one word to remember, I would literally write success on there. Our 9 of Pentacles talks about having, feeling like surrounded by like a small paradise, like everything's going pretty well, so that sounds like having fun. That sounds about like, getting in line with somebody. It sounds like everything is really meshing. Then we have our Wheel of Fortune right after that. The Wheel of Fortune wants to remind you that, what, everything turns, everything comes around, what goes around. Cycles end. Sounds like being single and bored, that's a phase of your life. So, you wanting to end that cycle and kick off a new one. And what is that? Kick it off with some energizing punch and energy to your love life, right? Well, look at all this. Now our 3 of Cups is going to partner up with this end card. And what's the end card? The 2 of Cups. That's about 2 people coming together in harmony. Obviously, it's a romantic couple. And because it's a romantic question, it's definitely saying 2 people, joining together. So that's a really good flow of energy. This is looking fantastic. Now, I asked in my mind in the coming months. So I would assume this is coming up quickly. this is implying that it might be through friends or family or a social interaction of some kind. You know, it's hard with stupid Corona right now, you know, because obviously we're not all doing the things we normally would do. But, you know, think about it that way. Now, if you are on social media, or I mean, dating sites, not social media, but if you're doing online dating and stuff like that, you know, it's about coming together with people and things like that. So I don't know if you're doing that, but that might be a way to, you know, kind of kick it into high gear, considering, like I said, Corona. How the hell are you going to, can't go, well, I guess you can go some places, depending on where you are, but tell you what, I'm not going anywhere. My dad just got coronavirus. I found out the day before I decided to take my 2-day break. And my daughter's best friend's boyfriend now has it, and my friend's husband has it. It's everywhere, man. It's coming. So stay in, wear your mask. Hard to date somebody like, hey, baby, let's give you a kiss goodnight. And, ooh, sorry, my mask's in the way. But, yeah. So let's pull the cut card and see what the outcome is for your love life over the next couple months. Ooh, okay. So you've got the 9 of Wands, and that's about being cautious. Like, don't jump into things right just because you're tired of being bored or single. You know, it's not to say like, oh, I got a couple people to talk to and, oh, I'm just going to take whatever I want. I mean, not that you're even going to consciously say that, but watch yourself so that you don't have the tendency or inclination that I just want to be with somebody and not be with the right person. That's the advice from the card regarding the outcome. So, yeah. So it looks like something is coming for you, my friend. Something is coming for you. I can't even believe these two. Well, and the success. All of it is awesome. All of it is awesome. Ooh, Anthony, that looks good. That looks really good. All righty. Thank you, my dear. So Blah has one more question there. So go ahead, Blah, and write that if you have not already. And I know, Blah, I wish they were more literal too. You know, meaning like, I wish I could say, yes, do this on Tuesday, and on Friday, so-and-so is going to do that, you know. But again, it's reading that energy, guys. Don't forget, the cards read energy of the moment. I'm going to put up my favorite thing to do. The cards read energy of the moment. Now, our energy is always swirling. It's always bouncing around. You know, we have free will, so we can, you know, make changes in our day and our life that will redirect the energy to something, another outcome. So the cards are basically saying, if nothing changes from this point, this is the likely outcome or the energy surrounding the question. We do have free will, and so do other people. So it's good to kind of check back in with the energy. Never check in within 24 hours because the energy doesn't even change that much, but it is good to check in, you know? All right. So Blah, it's a 2-year contract you're on. Okay. You're welcome, Anthony. And oh, we got a couple more donations. I didn't even hear my phone. All right. Well, thanks for catching those for me. Maya and Sherry Nod, how are you? All right. Let me just write that down, and I got to find Blah's second donation question. Here it is. I just saw it. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Thank you, my dear. My second question is about the house. Do you see me hearing good news from Harrow View West Development that I may be able to buy the house there? Ooh, I remember this from before, that they were all blocked out, but the cards were showing something was going to change. Somebody was going to lose financing or something weird. Ooh, let's check back in. We're going to use the Zombie Tarot. Ooh. Hey, Maya. And Sherry, not Shirley, I love your name. Hello. I know, Blah. Can you believe I remembered something? I don't even know where it came from. It's in my weird little file cabinet of a brain. Sometimes I have things in there that I don't even know. All right. So I'm going to find some good news about the Harrowview West development. Oh, blah. Let's find out. Let's find out what's going on with that. I would stay on it, though, like we talked. But let's see what these say. Let's see if the energy shifted or anything. But last time the energy was looking like, yeah, hold on, because somebody was going to lose their financing or something goofy would happen and something would free up. All right, so we've got our 8. We've got our 8 of Wands, my friend. You know what the 8 of Wands is? Brace for change. It means change is coming, and it's coming in, and get ready. Now, look, this is a zombie deck. Obviously, this is zombie situations that wouldn't be in real life. But now notice the girl, she's like, oh, no, trying to get away, and the zombies on roller skates going, ah, here I come. Well, that's talking about brace for change. It doesn't mean something bad's coming like a zombie, obviously. It's a theme deck, so got to have some cool stuff in here. But it does mean get ready for change. You know, it's quick, it's speedy. So that sounds pretty good. So let's find out what we've got. Okay, so this is the energy around whether or not you're going to get some good news. This says brace for change. This is definitely here. This starts off with the world. The world is all about the end of a journey. It's about successful completion. Notice here that this family in their zombie world is in their home, all excited, and then unfortunately the world is whatever is blowing up, and they're happy though. They're in their little crust of the moon or wherever they are. The world blew up because of zombies, but they have it all. They have it all. So, and ironic that it is a home that they're in. So we're going to have to pull a clarifier on that. But I do see still, though, that, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of burden. It's a lot of thoughts that are thinking, that are clearly causing you to, have a little bit of discomfort, not knowing, am I getting in there or what's happening? But the 10 of Wands, while it is burdensome, it also stands for the burden of success. So think about the burdens once you get in this home. You'd have to, I don't know if it's a building development. It sounds like they're building. You got to pick out tile and cabinets and blah, blah, blah. If it's not a building, a new home, you got to, obviously, there's a ton of paperwork to do. You got to get a mortgage or whatever, so there's a lot. But this is about doing a lot, but being successful. And then we have temperance. Now remember, bracing for change, bracing for change. Temperance is about having everything calm and even, feeling like balanced, feeling like there's always enough. So this is looking very favorable, but we definitely need a couple more. This looks very favorable, and the brace for change is telling me. But I just you said I'm not giving up, but they don't communicate at all. Well, that's because they're thinking they'll communicate fast enough when they don't have a sale. Trust me. They will communicate then, and then you'll think they're your best friend. All of a sudden now they're a different tune, right? Yeah. All right. So that's one of the things I hate about sales. And that's another reason I was good in sales. I didn't treat people like that. And most salespeople do, which is unfortunate. Anyway, so we need to know a little bit clearer, please. Yes or a no on good news about this house. Where are we feeling good? There we go. We feel good on that. King of Hazards. All right, this is our King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's very stable, somebody who is very successful, someone who is very much a leader, someone who's self-sufficient. This feels like somebody walking away from a closing on a new home. The Pentacles is the suit of daily life. So home, career, money, health, all that great stuff. Give me one more, please. Clarify. Ooh, I got 2. So what did we get first? 6 of Cups, warm fuzzies, feeling good. This is the warm fuzzy card. Feeling good. And then here, we got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the ooh la la card in a love reading. Now, this is not a love reading, but I think there are going to be things that you're feeling pretty ooh la la about. Now, obviously, he's a zombie, so he's swooping in on like, hey, baby, look at me. Well, again, I know this isn't a love reading, so we're not talking about cool surfer zombie dude coming in to sweep you off your feet. But we're talking about that feeling of falling in love with the house, feeling like it's coming fast. Look at the wave. So I'm saying don't give up. Don't give up. I do see positive things happening. I want to do another one. Wait a minute. Let's move these over because I want to pull one about what I remember about that losing the financing. So how is this even going to happen? They're not responding. We want to know what's going on with that finance stuff we got last time. The devil. Okay. Because somebody thinks they've got it all wrapped up and they don't. They don't. Something's going to blow up in somebody's face, not yours. In one of these people who locked it in, they're either going to lose financing. Something is happening. I'm not even kidding you. The devil, I asked specifically, and I got the devil card. Again, the devil's not evil, but it's about self-destruction. So somebody who got locked in on one of those, plots or spots or houses or whatever, something's going to happen. Now, I don't see like a card that says literally they are going to lose their money, but that's the thing that comes to mind is financing is going to fall through. Or the couple who bought the house decide they're getting a divorce or, something goofy happens. I'm getting money though. Ooh, blah, blah, good luck. All right, my friends, it looks like we have Maya and Sherry, not Shirley. I love your name. That's hilarious. You're feeling it too, blah. Well, you know what? Intuition, you got to listen to it. Sometimes our intuition is full of crap and it was just something goofy that we picked up on that was nothing. Sometimes it is nothing and we think it's our intuition. No, but a lot of times it is something that we're picking up on an energetic level. So because we sometimes can't tell the difference between what's crap and what's real, we do have to pay attention to it all and use our head to take it the next step. Does that make sense? So listen to your gut. All right. Maya, thank you so much. And it looks like, Trisha. Okay, under Ushma. Okay, let me check my PayPal, which of course logged me out while I was talking so much. And let me click away. All right. So there it is. There it is. Okay. Yes, I do see it. And I am going to, where'd I go? Here we are. All right. So Trisha, thank you, honey. And you're on the list. So we've got Maya, Sherry, not Shirley, and Trisha R. Trisha R. I can't even talk. All right. So, all right. So where would Maya's question be? Yeah, there you. Oh, here, right above that. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. I believe I'm on a twin flame journey with an avoidant Aquarius man that started out beautiful. We had an argument 2 days ago, and I was wondering if we'll ever get back on good footing anytime soon. Oh, well, hopefully, if you're feeling, twin flame-ish, that would mean, that is the more likely outcome because of the fact that you're twin flames. And, hey, excuse me, if you're meant to be, let's see. All right, Maya. Maya and the Aquarius ever get back on good footing? Had an argument. All right, that was a good one. All right, this is the Crow Tarot. There's our energy. This is our spread. We're wanting to know if Maya and Aquarius are ever going to get back to a good place now that they've had this argument and haven't been speaking on good terms since 2 days. Okay. Aw, we've got the Six of Cups. This is awesome. This is about looking back and wanting to get things back on track. This is our warm fuzzy. This is also, again, kind of looking at things in a nostalgic way. So things that happened in the past. Now, I realize it was, before your argument, maybe things were awesome. You mentioned specifically, though, that things did start out beautifully. This is it, looking back on a place where we were and imagining how wonderful it is. I am not even kidding you. Look it up. That's exactly what the Six of Cups means. And also, you know, in the traditional imagery, you see this card as kind of like a brother and a little sister, and the brother's going, here's some cups with flowers for you. And it's supposed to indicate the, you know, looking back in time. It's about nostalgia. Now, I realize the two of you weren't, you know, 30 years ago, brother and sister, and, you know, all this weirdness. It is about the looking back at the beginning of your relationship. Do you see that? So we got that going for us. That's awesome. Queen of Swords, the Emperor, and the Moon. Okay. So did, while you were having this argument, what it looks like here, the Queen of Swords, we got all majors, I just realized, and a Queen. So we got a court card. This is a personality type. This is talking about somebody who is very blunt, really kind of wants to micromanage the whole situation. Let me get back to the bottom and see if you're writing anything. No, okay. It was beautiful, and then he started acting all inconsistent and flaky. All right, well, this is about getting things back in order. When you guys had your argument, was there anything about, you know, kind of speaking bluntly, like, this is happening, and I don't like this, and this is what we should do? If that's the case, the Emperor shows me that, you know, this person wants to kind of be in control of it. Now, so again, I don't know, maybe you said something, did something that made him feel like he was not able to stay in control. And, you know, but this is our energy. So you guys have good feelings in the past. This right now, so this argument you told me about, I believe this just to be an event. It's not like defining your relationship or defining the beginning or the end. I do think that there was some, well, let me see. It was beautiful. You were blunt. Okay, so there you go. And that must have, like, look at her. She's like putting her wing out, like, hello, this is what we need to do. And I think this and I think that. And look at him. I'm on my throne with my feathers around my neck. And maybe he agrees, maybe he doesn't. But either way, he's not going to let you know because he wants to be the emperor, right? So here we've got the Moon right after this card. So the Moon, this is all about intuition. This is also about kind of seeing the way of where to go unconventionally. You know, like, look at this. For example, the bird, the cage is there. He could easily fly into his cage if he wanted to. But he's wanting to go on instinct. He wants to live free. He wants to be able to figure it out. I'm going to tell you what I think this is saying. I think, yes, the feelings are totally there. And I think, yes, you will be back on good footing. This is my my mini spread. Unless I declare it something different in my mind when I shuffle, it is about the near future. So I do believe that will be happening. Again, overarching energy for all of this. I can see your bluntness. I can see him saying, like, I want to be the boss or in charge, or I don't want to, you know, give up that power. Even if what you said didn't really mean giving up power, that's kind of how he feels about it. But I do think that that will turn around. Potentially needs a little time for Aquarius to kind of come to that decision, like, oh, hey, man, I guess I was being a butt or whatever. Let's find out what our outcome energy is with our cut card. Middle of the deck. Ace of Swords, new communication. Yeah, you're going to be hearing soon. New communication, brand new communication in my mini spread. So mini meaning near future, it's coming. This is brand new communication. This is also talking about truth. So, you know, this might be clearing the air about whatever it is, or maybe it's about setting the kind of the guidelines or the boundaries for your relationship. I don't know what your fight might have been about, or your, you know, those kinds of things. But I think setting those boundaries, maybe the advice here is to watch how you say things. Not that you shouldn't say what you need to say, but know that this person has their guard up and they're wanting to not feel like they lost all the control. Does that make sense? Yeah. Woo. Good. That sounds good, Maya. That sounds really good. see what that conversation's going to be about. But again, again, don't sacrifice your boundaries. Don't not stand up for what you need to stand up for, but just think about how it can say something and maybe turn it another way so it comes off a little different, Alrighty. Sherry, not Shirley. Shirley, you can't be up next. Yes, I am, and stop calling me Shirley. Maya, you are so welcome. All right. So, where is it? I thought I saw it too. Who knows what I'm seeing? Sherry, not Shirley. Sherry, not Shirley. Oh, I see it. Thank you. Okay, let me check the bottom in case you changed it. Oh, okay. All right. Yes, Maya, please let me know, and good luck. Good luck. Yeah, just kind of, you can still say what you need to say, but like you said in your comment, maybe just handling it a little differently, being a little more tactful or whatever that means. I think he's gotten defensive. All right, my friend, Sherry, not Shirley. Thank you so much. I've nursed 3 relatives to health. What's next for me? Oh, boy. Okay, so we're going to use what? We want to use the Arcanum Tarot. You know what we want to use? I like this one. I changed my mind. I am a mind changer. We're going to use the Gaian Tarot. Why is there hair falling out of my head? What am I, losing my hair? It better not be. I finally grew it long. It took years. It's funny, with long hair, you want it long for so long. When you're growing it, you're like, oh, I can't wait. I hope it's going to be so beautiful. And then the minute it starts getting long, you stick it in a ponytail and never wear it down again. At least that's been what's happened with me. Anyway, I've been growing my hair for I don't even know, 2 years now, maybe. Okay. Sherry, not Shirley. 3 relatives to health. What's next? What is next for Sherry, not Shirley? Okay, so what is coming up next? Well, I'm hoping we have lots of good health cards. Because that, I'm sure, is not what you're wanting to do. Is to have, well, not only that, you don't want anybody to be sick, but ooh, okay, we have our 6 of air, which is the 6 of swords. So this is all about the beginning of a journey. This is all about starting something new. Yay, that's what we're wanting to do. And it's about, obviously, this deck has a really nice, gentle energy. Obviously, these people are in some kind of yoga class. They've got a drummer there. So it's, again, moving forward kind of in that peaceful knowing that you're going somewhere better. You're going somewhere in a brighter shore, for lack of a better term. So that's awesome. Awesome, awesome. So let's find out. Ooh, okay. Oh, there we go. So what's coming up next for you? Well, again, moving forward, it's a slower journey because, obviously, think about yoga. Yoga's a slow kind of discipline, right? So it's about moving slowly. It's about doing it, though. It's about getting to a better place of health and happiness in this card, obviously. We're moving to the 9 of Earth, which is 9 of Pentacles. This is about successful. This is about, look at her. She's standing in a field of lavender and she's just feeling so good. Look, everything's around her. It's peaceful. It probably smells good too. But it's, again, about that happiness. It's about success. Next to that, we have our 2 of air. Now, the 2 of air talks about being between 2 thoughts, kind of caught between 2 thoughts, not really knowing what to do and keeping your eyes closed to it because you don't know what to do. And I think I have an idea, so let's play it out, though. Then we have the tree, which is the Hanged Man. Now, our Hanged Man is kind of about a turning point. It's a turning point. It sometimes involves sacrifice. That's exactly what you have been doing. You sacrificed your time and your energy. And let's see. I have a Native American drum coming to me as we speak to try. You mentioned a drum. Oh my God, Sherry. Yes, look at that. He's drumming right there. And I don't know if this person is Native American, but she certainly looks similar to the characteristics, facial features and stuff. Oh my goodness. All right, well, back to the Two of Air. This is again about being kind of caught between two things. And then we rolled right into the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, again, is about a kind of about a turning point, kind of about making sacrifices. And this is exactly what your question states. So I do clearly see that, but the card is showing me as well. So I'm going to tell you what I think. Right now, we are moving out of this phase. We are moving into a phase where you're able to kind of pay attention to, new yourself, and new things and all that. We do see something successful coming. This is Earth, so it's Pentacles, so that implies something about your daily life. Taking care of three relatives, it could be about getting time back, maybe getting money. I know you did it out of the goodness of your heart, but maybe someone's going to pay you something. Maybe a friend, I don't know if one of your relatives is in the point where they maybe can't live in their home anymore. Now you get their home. I'm not saying that that's why you did it. Of course it's not, but I'm just saying something might come of that you didn't even really intend or think of. And that's where we've got the Two of Air, kind of being caught between two things. Now, I don't know if somebody's going to actually give you a home or something like that, but if that's the case, you are feeling like, well, now I'm feeling kind of conflicted. That doesn't make sense because I did it to be nice. What do I do? So that might be coming, but if it's not, then the other side would be what I'm thinking is somebody, these people maybe are going to need your help again, or they're just not cutting the cord, I guess, and needing your help and needing your help or needing your help. And you're like, oh, I feel bad because these are my relatives, but I know they don't really need me to do this. Or if they need this level, they need to hire somebody, those kinds of thoughts. And then here it is, kind of getting everybody back on the same page. So, or looking at it differently, feeling like you can kind of accept things where they are now. It's about having given a lot of sacrifice. This is you. This is you, my friend. So let's pull a couple more and get some ideas. This does show me, being the overarching energy, though, that things are moving forward to a brighter place where, and I don't mean to say this as it's going to sound, but a brighter place where you're not having to nurse people back to health. For one, we want healthy people. For two, that's a lot for you and whatever else. So first, well, let's see first. It doesn't tell me like what might be coming. Let's see if we can get a better read on what is coming up next. We see success, but we don't know what that is. All right, so we've got Eight of Air, the Eight of Swords. And this is, again, kind of being sort of feeling like you're kind of stuck, you're needing advice. Well, clearly you're asking the tarot. That's somebody needing advice. You're not wanting to see something. Swords are thoughts and ideas. I think you feel guilty, or you might feel guilty after something happens or somebody else needs you and you're kind of just done with it. Not that you don't love them or want to help or all that. You're just kind of done. Let's see what else I get on that, because I'm definitely getting confirmation on that from that one. So what is this about? Helping somebody? Seven of Fire. Okay, this is Pentacles. This is work. The Seven of Pentacles is all about kind of having worked on things and waiting for them to be erupting. So you've worked on people, you've nursed them back to health. Now they are back to being healthy. Again, I'm going to stick with what I thought originally. I think, and it might be people wanting to give you things that you didn't expect, but what I think is this is representing the successful nursing back to health. I have a feeling that some of these people might need more help, or they might be thinking they need more help, or asking you for more than help, or relying on you for something that they necessarily don't need to, or you can't provide. I think that's really coming in strong, but I do think they are going to be fine. They are going to work it out. You don't need to worry about this. And this is kind of like acceptance. Like, yes, that's your situation, but I don't mean to say it like this. Don't know what to say. I'm free. I don't mean to say it like that. I don't mean it like that. I realize you help these people out of the goodness of your heart. So I don't mean it in a bad, negative way, but for lack of a better term, you know, let's see. I do not have a new sick person to nurse yet. Okay. Well, I think this is perhaps, you know, your fear of that. Let's do the outcome. Let's do the outcome. That's going to give us a better clue. Outcome energy is 7 of water. Okay. This is the 7 of cups. This is all about having options, all about having options and not even knowing which way to go, which way to choose, which way to go. It is cups, so it is the suit of love and emotion. So this implies that this might be somebody close to you, and providing these opportunities, these choices. Let me see here. I have an older brother that is going to take my mom's house. She is autistic. I worried he wouldn't handle it, but I think he'll be fine. Oh, I wonder, honey, if you're going to be asked to at some point move in. Oh, okay. Well, is this success card? Is this the mom's house? Is this mom's house? Oh, that's the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is all about new things. It's a bit of an immature energy, but it is about somebody who jumps right in, somebody who's got inspired ideas. There is potential there, jumping right in. I'm thinking that, yeah, you're going to be, you might be asked to help with that, whether that's moving in or just helping in some way. I think that, you know, you're going to be kind of torn about it, because I'm getting the feeling that you're kind of just wanting to be done right now. You don't want people in your family not doing well. Clearly that's terrible. But at the same time, you're kind of like, okay, I need a break, or, oh, I need to be free from all that. But it looks like there is some concern, and that it's not, you know. So, I'm getting all things about that, and you being kind of stuck between, you know, thinking about it and figuring it out, kind of not wanting to see it, because I think you're kind of, maybe you're fearing that it's going to come, even though, you know, you think he might make it fine. I think it's going to resurface, and perhaps you might even be at some point living there. Yeah. But things move forward. Interesting, because my daughter is an RBT therapist for children with autism. She's actually the regional trainer, and she works with children all the time. So, and I'm not at all trying to act like I know anything. But, you know, depending on their level, I mean, things can happen at, you know, whatever their functioning level, you know. But even if your brother needs a little bit of help, as long as they can function, you would still be free, and you'd be helping. You'd have a new place to live, and, you know, so it still might be moving forward for you. So, yeah. All right. Well, good luck with that, and bless you, because wow. Nice that your family's lucky to have you. All right. So we've got a Priscilla here. No way. All right. Priscilla Pachiro. How nice to see you. How funny, because that's my name. Well, it's not. My name is really Denise, but I like the name Modern Priscilla, so I chose it. You're welcome, Shirley. Not Sherry. I mean Sherry, not Shirley. I said it backwards. Alrighty. And then we have Manifesting Love. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for donating. And thank you to Jane J and Monsi for helping me out and doing such a great job, keeping me organized. So it looks like we have Trish R. Then we have Antonella. Then we have Priscilla and Manifesting Love. The Love Boat. Okay. So, Trish R., thank you so much. Now, I am going to see. I thought I saw your name, but I missed it. Nope. I'm going to look, Trish, if you have. It's Trisha. I'm sorry, I'm calling you Trish. If you have not written it yet, go ahead. Yeah, it's Trisha. I'm sorry, I'm saying Trish. Trisha. There you are. Thank you. All right, so let's see what we've got. Hi, I'm an Aquarius. Hello. Will Yanish, the Cancer, contact me and when? All right, we need to know. Let's use the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. All right, Edgar Allan Poe. All right, Trisha R. Trisha R. Will Yanish contact Trisha R. Okay. You see that? I'm losing my hair, man. I better not be. That'd be a new development. Okay. Manish, contact me and when? Okay. So let's find out what we've got. Here is our energy, and this is our spread. Okay. Whoa. There we are. All right, Yanish, what's going on? All right, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is all about having choices, all about kind of deciding what to do, having lots of choices, but some are good, some are bad. I don't know. You don't want to get this cup with an eyeball or whatever, but you do want this one with the little kitty. So yeah, it's about having choices, not being able to decide. It's also sometimes not being able to see the right choice. So let's find out what these are, and then we will see what we've got. Okay. So, ooh, we ended up with the Ace of Cups here at the end. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So this is the energy, choices, and not knowing what to choose kind of thing. We've got our King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody who, interesting. I just noticed they've got the King and the 9 of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles, he's the king. So he is very much a stable person. This is typically talking about somebody who's doing well and things like that. Now, I'm not sure if Yanish is this king here doing well and so forth, but I get the feeling that he is. It appears as though, Yanish is, stable and perhaps some kind of a personality of a leader, I guess is the way to say it. Our King of Pentacles, he is often known as a promoter, meaning he promotes people like, wow, I had this great cheeseburger at this restaurant. I'm promoting that restaurant, aren't I? Well, promoting people, which would be like you. So I would love to see that happening. So that sounds good. I'm wondering if Yanish has a lot of people to choose from right now. And the reason I say you is because of what the cards are afterwards. Like you might say, well, how do you know it's me and not somebody else? Because of these. That's why. So I think there's a lot of choices going on. Perhaps maybe Yanish is dating a lot of people. Maybe Yanish has a lot of people wanting his attention. I don't know. But either way, it looks like he does eventually choose somebody. Here we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and this is the Success card. The 9 of Pentacles is all about kind of being rewarded for your accomplishments, And accomplishments, I don't mean like, yes, I earned my degree. Yes, I did that. But I mean in terms of your desire to be with this person. And I suppose, I don't know if you're in contact now or if you know each other or if it's just a crush or what. But when you start talking, you got to build that. You got to start getting to know each other. You got to start doing those things. And the Ace of Cups tells me that this opportunity is right here. This is Cups. So this is love and emotion. This is the Ace. So this is a beginning of something. I just think though that there's potentially, maybe there's a lot of people in there to choose from. It could be trying to balance stuff, but with a lot of things, but I'm thinking it's probably more people. I'm not sure, but it could be other things like hobbies and, other things that they're wanting to do and choosing. But again, I'm feeling more like it's people. But again, that singling out of you, the success and the new love are telling me that looks pretty good. So let's look at the outcome energy with our cut card. Ooh, temperance. Temperance is about balance. Temperance is about having enough. This is about knowing that everything just comes together. So this is looking like a contact. You asked me when, and I can say that it looks like in the nearer future. This is my mini spread, which is, unless I declare it something different in my mind when I'm shuffling, it is the near future. So I would expect that should be coming in at something soon. You might be seeing. Again, I just really get the impression that there are other people involved. It could even be family or friends that want to introduce him to somebody. Like, let me set you up with my sister, or let me set you up with, my friend. And, and even though he's maybe not interested, he's being bombarded. You know what I mean? So it could be that too. Ooh, Trisha, thank you. I hope that helped. All right, so let us see what we've got next. Antonella, how are you? We've got another one for Antonella. Then we have Priscilla Pachero. I'm not saying that right. Manifesting love. And it looks like we just got another one. Manifesting love. There we go. And Julie. We've got another one for Julie. And we've got one for M. I can't mispronounce your name, M. M. I did pretty well on that, huh? Okay, my friends. Let's see, Antonella, what is your question? Let me see if I can find it. If you have not typed it already, please do. And let's see what we've got for Antonella. Ooh, I can't wait till Tuesday when I get my new tarot deck. I hope I like this one. Man, I was so disappointed with that other one. I really tried to like it too. I looked at it, and I was trying to convince myself I liked it. All right, so Antonella, not seeing it. Here it is. Thank you. I missed it the first time. How would my ex Virgo react if I asked him to be my local guide? What's the situation? I want to connect, but not wise. I have moved to his town. Whoa. Okay. So we're going to use today's journey. Okay, so Virgo, what would you think if Antonella asked? Oh, God, Antonella, the first thing I thought when I read that was, that's a perfect thing. Perfect in. But let's find out what the cards say. I think, great idea, but let's see what the cards say. Let's see what the energy is around your Virgo. Should you connect with Virgo now that you're living in the same town? Okay. Yeah, you kind of got to be careful, because that's very cool and awesome, but you also think, what Virgo might be like, hey, are you coming here because of me? And get one of those like walls up. Let's just find out what we've got. Ooh, okay, one of water. This is our Ace of Swords. Swords is the suit of communication. It's the suit of truth. It's thoughts and ideas, those kinds of things. Obviously, truth is an idea. Well, it's more than an idea, but things that are going on in your head. So the one is the Ace. So that's a new beginning. So this is about new communication and new truth. So, that's going to oversee these. So let's see what those are. But so far, that sounds like a reach out from you. Let's find out what's going to happen. Okay, so Child of Fire, this is our page. Again, we've got our new communication, our new truth coming in on each of these cards. The Child of Fire, again, is wands and a page. Pages are all about new messages. New messages. And being wands, this is about somebody who is very inspired, somebody who has a real free spirit, and wants to jump right in. So, excuse me, one thing that came to mind when I saw this was, excuse me again, if you were to ask him to be your local guide, making it sound like fun, like an adventure type thing, making sure to make it appealing, like, why would I want to do this? Not just, and again, Virgo would want to do this to be a nice person and help you out, of course, but is Antonella, is Virgo thinking, well, I want to make sure that, she's not doing this because of me, or let's see what you matched on Tinder already, but he didn't react. And you've been here 3 months. Okay. So you've been here 3 months. He didn't react to the match on Tinder. Okay. Well, this here, we're still going with new communication here, a new kind of communication. Either new meaning the first, or a brand new, or meaning a new way, or new things, or, saying something that's new. Again, back to our page. This is, he's the page of fire. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep yawning. I don't know why. I don't think I'm sleeping well. That's part of why I needed to recharge, I think. But anyway, child of fire is, about passion. This is wands. This is heat. This is somebody who's, again, about a free spirit, like kind of saying, like, you know what, let's do this. So making it a fun, easy breezy, casual thing is what I'm getting from that. But let's find out what else we have. We do have the Tower. The Tower is intervention. This in this deck. This is about a big change. This is about a change of consequence. This is about a change moving forward. Now look at this card. I don't know if you can see the artwork there, but what this is obviously a tree has fallen and hit this people's house, and they're moving on to get into a new home, into a new situation. So what consequence obviously was the tree, but the change led to something new, didn't it? Well, what's it leading to? We have fortitude. This is our justice card. This is about being fair. This is about being kind of having like an impartial mind. So, one of the things that came to mind, I'm thinking, you know what, I want to do a pull card for that, but I'm wondering if you did this, here's the new communication. Will you be my guide? And, you got to jump in like with a free spirit type of situation. Like, hey, I'm trying to see, you can even say, my new friend from work and I want to go to, wherever. And do you have any ideas, or, I don't know, something that's non-threatening, super just easy breezy, casual, like, hey man, whatever. I think that might cause a change. That's like, hey, well, and then maybe you guys are connecting again, maybe things like that. And then the justice comes in. That's fair. That's about being equal. That's about making a decision. So, so let's see. We need to do a pull card though. Okay, because we want to know specifically about the question about the guide. I did ask that when I shuffled, but I need a little more just to make sure that we are really dialed down. Okay, transition. Okay, that's the death card. That's new beginnings. So I still am going to say, if you reached out, I think it's going to create some change, some necessary change. We've got transition and we've got the Tower. So, so we've got death and the Tower. Changes are coming. This is going to change things. If you have this new communication, a free-spirited type of thing, easy breezy. And then where's it going? Well, it's going to a decision. Now, is the decision going to be that it's in favor of Antonella? Favorable for Antonella. Yeah, youth of fire. This is our Knight of Wands. This is somebody who has a lot of passion. Now, notice we have the child, we have the page, and then we have our Knight. So this is a maturing energy. So this is obviously moved on to something a little more mature. And the Knight of Wands in particular is somebody who loves adventure, who likes to be, doing things outgoing and stuff like that. You know this person. You know them obviously very well. They're your ex. What can you think of? Now, this person may not be out on a motorcycle and out that kind of adventure, but what would you think would be an adventurous thing? And I would say, you know what, making it sort of about the adventure is more important than saying it's about any kind of connection the two of you have. Again, that would might be misinterpreted as too much loviness, you know. Now we're going to pull the outcome card and the cut card to see what the outcome about this situation is going to be. Mother of Air. Okay. So you're going to have, you know what, there are some things you guys still need to talk about. There are still some feelings there that things haven't been smoothed over. We did have our justice card here at the end, which tells me that things ultimately do have the potential to be okay, but there is a conversation that needs to be had. So, you know what, when you ask this or think of a way to speak to X about being a local guide, I love that idea. I love it. You know, you might find that's what inspires the conversation, you know, to talk. Or maybe you'll go out on a tour of the town, and while you're out, that inspires it. But I do see a conversation coming. Ooh, Antonella, that sounds pretty good. Good luck. Good luck. All right, Priscilla. Priscilla, my friend, let's get your question. And thank you again. Oh, that's only part of it. Sorry. All right. All right. Thank you for your donation, and I love your name. You're welcome, Antonella. Okay. I'm a Sagittarius dealing with a Leo. We've been together for a while, got into a disagreement. He cut off communication, wanted to see how he feels about me and if he'll be reaching out to me and when. You also added, he's been going through stress at work and with his health. He's been off with me lately. Sorry, okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. All right, so let's see. We're going to use the Arcanum, and we're going to find out for you. Let's see what we can see. All right, so Sagittarius with the Leo. Whoa, hold on. All right, so how long has it been since you guys have talked? How long has it been since you guys talked? All right, and we are going to, I just need to let you know, I have to be very aware of the time because I've been getting way too burnt out. Love you guys, love reading the cards, but I've found that 3 and 4 hour shows are too much for me. I usually stay for all donations, but at this point I am going to have to close down the list. And Jane J, I do have a scheduled with you at the end of the show, of course, but otherwise, I am going to shut down the list. Right now, we have Priscilla, then we have Manifesting Love, then we have Julie, and then we have M. If anybody else wanted to donate, it's 2:07 right now by me. At 2:10, I'm going to cut it off until tomorrow. I will be back, of course, tomorrow. And you can check out my pick a card selection on my channel if you had a question that you wanted answered right now. Again, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I have absolutely loved the cards, but I can't do those long of a show. It broke me. When I have regular stuff going on in my life and then I'm already depleted, you know, even though I love this, it's depleting for 4 hours or 3 or 4 hours every day, 7 days a week. It broke me. So you're going to donate, go ahead, a couple more minutes, but I am going to cut the list after M for right now. Oh, Julie, thank you. You are very welcome. You know, and I love it. I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I love you guys, and I love reading the cards. And my desire to do it and stay for 3 hours is there. But my body, I just started breaking down, you know, mentally, and my voice was going, and I wasn't getting other things done around the house. And then I found out my dad has COVID, and it just went downhill from there. And that's why I had to take a couple days off. Mental health days. Okay, so focus. All right, so Sagittarius and a Leo. I have a disagreement. All right, and I see you're writing, you guys haven't talked since Monday, and he's not taking phone calls or text. Aw, thank you, Julie. Yeah, I know. I just found out Tuesday, like seriously, an hour before the show started, and then I started crying during the show. So anyway, it was kind of not my best show ever, huh? But the show was okay, but for me, it was kind of hard. And then, yeah, so he's doing okay. He's home quarantining. He is not having trouble breathing. He has horrible body aches, headaches, and he's hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. He does not know if he's had a fever or not because he's taking so much like Tylenol and ibuprofen and all that. But they told him just to quarantine, and if he feels worse, to go to the ER. So that's not very comforting, you know? It's like you want an answer. Okay, so he's not responding. Not responding. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see what we've got. Get that stupid thing out of there. Okay. Yeah, I just love you guys. I missed you too. I mean, when I wasn't doing it, I'm like, why? I really should have done it. I wish I would have done it. But I honestly, I needed a little bit of a mental health break. And it just all came down. Like, you know, you can only carry so much and then you fall. So anyway, so that is that. All right. So what's going on for a week? All right, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles energy is surrounding this question and this reading. King of Pentacles, this is somebody who recognizes someone else and knows their awesomeness. So I still think that Leo is still you're in Leo's head still, Leo's heart. You know, I don't think that this was an argument that broke you. I can't think of the word I was looking for. Broke you. The King of Pentacles is also somebody, though, who kind of is moving slow. He's ready just to kind of sit there and take it all in. He is Pentacles. He's about time. He's about money. He's about career. He's got somebody who's very logical, someone who's very much a planner in some ways, stuff like that. So I don't know if any of those qualities are something you can say are about your Leo or not. But in any case, the promoter part of this tells me that you are still in there. You are still in there. Oh, yeah. All right. He is still into you. I definitely see that. This card here on the again, we got our promoter person, right? Who's identifying somebody and saying they're awesome, right? I mean, obviously I'm just saying that for the sake of the conversation, but it's about, so it's not like he's like, hey man, you're awesome, but it's about promoting people, you know, what that would mean. Thinking about your qualities, your good qualities. And here right now we have strength. This is about somebody who is being, somebody who has kind of like an inner strength. I can't even think of another word. It's about having that inner determination, you know, to make things happen. So staying strong. So I'm not sure what your disagreement was about, but one of you is staying pretty hard and firm to that. We've got our 10 of Cups right after that. This is the, you know, the greatness of coming together as a unit. Cups is the suit of love and emotion. 10 is the end of a journey. So that's where you have your completion. And then as you can see depicted in the cards, it's typically like a little family, or, you know, something like that with rainbows. This one doesn't have a rainbow, but kind of does. But, you know, that's what that feeling would be, right? So that is still in there. That is still in there. So I think the feelings are there. Here's the Judgment card. What this is telling me, whatever this argument was about, somebody is still feeling very strong about their position. Now, we should never sacrifice what we need, what we want, and what's right. However, we all need to be open and not as rigid, maybe, because sometimes we do need to look at it another way. We don't ever sacrifice, though, what makes it right for us. We never want to sacrifice that for the sake of compromise or whatever. You know, well, I guess compromising is one thing, but we don't ever want to give up what was important for us for other people. Does that make sense? And the reason I'm even saying it at all is because I can see somebody's feeling pretty much like this is my position. This is our judgment card again, which is the decision card. It is about making a decision. It's also about feeling kind of like rising up. I mean, look at them. It's like the angel saying, come on, everybody. It's resurrecting things, right? So I do see that this will turn around. I do think, though, that you do need to be prepared. And if this is you, then you know how to do that. But if this is Leo, somebody's being pretty headstrong about what their position was. I do think, though, that the feelings are still there. And I do see, making up. This is the makeup card. I do see it. So let us pull the cut card, which is the energy of the outcome. The Hierophant. This is great. Okay. The Hierophant. This is all about truth. And this is all about bringing things back into order where they should be. Doesn't even look like he's doing that, just standing there. He's like, come along, my children. Let me put you all back into where you should be for your happiness. Yeah, doesn't he? He's kind of weird looking, though, isn't he? He's all right, I guess. Well, anyway. So that to me is saying that, yes, the feelings are still there. I do think he'll be reaching out. We're going to try to get a little bit of a win for you. But I definitely think someone's sticking firm with what they thought or what they did or whatever their position was. So this is my mini spread again, which is the near future, unless I declare it something else when I'm shuffling. Are we looking soon? Are we looking at this weekend? Are we looking at communication from Sagittarius or Leo and Priscilla? 8 of Pentacles. That's about growing things, working on things, paying attention to details, and really kind of being proud of your work and wanting to work and make more. That's looking like a yes, but we need one more. We want to make sure that's looking like a yes. Oh, hell yeah. I think you're going to hear this weekend. That's the King of Cups. The King of Cups, so somebody's working. Maybe that's working on diffusing the current feelings about angry or whatever's going on. Maybe that's focusing on something else completely unrelated, but working for sure. And having patience and really being successful, making little pentacles, right? So then we've got our King of Cups. Now the King of Cups, I asked specifically this weekend, and our King of Cups is the King of Love. He is the King of love and emotions. He is also one, though, who, he's got command over his emotions, but he's also one that kind of wants to sit back and see how other people are going to react first. So this might be a little bit more in your court in terms of helping to push it along. And again, I think somebody's pretty firm on something, or sticking to their guns about something, whatever you guys thought about, whatever might have been involved in that. But I definitely think that you'll likely hear this weekend, unless something changes. But yeah, and be prepared that there might be some pushback about whatever it was you thought about. And he might be waiting to see how you act first. Yeah. All right, my friends. Well, good luck. And I love your name. All right, manifesting love. How are you? Let's get your question. And now after manifesting love, we have Julie and M. Okay, and it looks like Gina Lee came in right at the end of the, right before the finish line. I couldn't think. I've been trying to apologize. He's blocking me. Give him some time now. He's blocking you. See, I think he's going to unblock you this weekend then. This weekend, something's coming up this weekend. I saw it. I mean, you saw it. I told you how I see them, and I explain what I'm doing. So I try to help you guys to understand what I'm seeing and where I'm getting my information from. So, should Priscilla back off? Knight of Wands. No, it doesn't say you should do anything different. You know, I think that somebody who's this is talking about being blunt. So don't be wishy-washy. Don't be annoying. Don't blow up his phone. If he's blocked you, obviously you can't do much else. Maybe he needs that space for now, but it's just, you know, wait and see how it goes. I think play it by ear. But the card said, King of Cups said, you know, that this weekend might be when you're gonna get it. What's the word? Communication. I couldn't think of that word. That's an easy word, and I couldn't even think of it. You weren't sure if you should move on. Well, I'm thinking it looks pretty much like you're going to hear from him, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't move on. You know what I mean? Let's check in on that energy, you know, because, you know, play it by ear, see what happens this weekend, and, yeah, and see where he goes. It looks like he's kind of waiting to see what you did. Okay, and then we do have SMJ donated. You know what, guys? I am going to say, I am moderators, if you guys wouldn't mind posting or helping so everybody understands, I am going to shut it down for now. We have Manifesting Love, Julie. No, I just did Manifesting Love. No, I didn't. I did Priscilla. Manifesting Love, Julie M, and Gina Lee, and now we have SMJ. So thank you so much. But right there, I am going to cut it. I can't do readings for 3 hours, and I'm already on 2.5. It's breaking me, guys. I love it. Love you. But it kicked my ass. It's kicking my ass. So where's my banner? Here it is. I'm just going to put that there, okay? So that I can make another one, but stream ending soon. List is closed. All lists are closed, my friends. I'm sorry, but, you know, it starts at 12, so it's been almost 2.5 hours, and I get a little wishy-washy. And drained doing it for this long, so I'm 51 years old, guys. You got to cut me some slack. Oh, manifesting love. Let's find out what your question is, my friend. All right, there we are. What does Aquarius truly want to do about our connection currently? Ooh, I'm an Aries. All right, so what is your connection currently? Are you guys talking? You obviously know that this person is an Aquarius, so clearly you must be talking. Otherwise you would not know that. Well, we'll find out. Let's see what the cards say. Let me pull down to the bottom. Not talking. Okay. All right, Aquarius. What do you truly want about your connection? You're not talking with manifesting love. What do you want? What do you want? Okay. All right. This is Steampunk Tarot. I don't know if I said that. All right. So, ooh, strength is the energy. So the energy here covering the spread and influencing the question. Let me pick that up. It's hard to see. The sun's coming in kind of weird right now. This is all about having kind of, you know, that strength, like the card name implies, but having that strength to say you can persevere. You know what you want, and you know, it's kind of like that calm knowing, and being able to make things happen by you're simply being calm. So this could be advice for you. It could be talking about Aquarius. Let's find out what is going on inside. All right. So what does Aquarius truly want to do about the connection? You're not talking. All right. Well, we've got our Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is kind of about, well, he's a knight, so he's new messages, new information. He's important information. Somebody who has energy, somebody who is very action-oriented. That sounds good. Let's play it out, though. We've got our Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is about being, working hard and paying attention to details. And then our High Priestess is all about kind of mystery. So what is going on with the connection? Again, strength is the energy. So this is about, I think this is more of him or her. I'm not sure which Aquarius is, but this is I think that, did this person have stuff? Have they been single a long time? Have they done a lot of stuff, in their own life, like in their career? I mean, something that they were really focused on themselves about. And the reason I asked that is about the go get 'em kind of thing. This is the go get 'em card. And this one is the pay attention to detail, work hard, and go get it. So this to me would be more of kind of like being distracted with other things. Because I know that you're not talking. So if you were talking, I would say maybe he wants to go get it and go, but I'm not seeing that right now. We've got the High Priestess, which I said is, kind of about that mystery, but having intuition and knowing that the answer is there. So kind of working. Look at this. Isn't this a cool High Priestess card? She's got her little crystal ball there. She's got her tarot cards. She's got her cool steampunk hat on. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty good. We need a few more though. We're not getting enough. We're not getting enough, are we? Where did I put it? Hello. Well, I would do it. Oh, it's right here. I'm like, I would do it if I could find it. All right. I knew it couldn't have gone far. I didn't even stand up. All right. So, what is this? What is the go get 'em? What is the go get 'em, please? Change. All right. So something has changed in the energy. Something has changed to kind of feel a little bit more like something has changed in the energy level, like the feeling of go get 'em. Let's go do this. Let's make it happen. And now there's a change. We got the hard work, dealing with paying attention to details. Why? Because somebody is just feeling like they're going to lose themselves. Someone doesn't want to. Okay, let's see what the High Priestess is doing. We got to clarify these because they're not being super clear. New way to grow. Okay, so I think what does Aquarius want to do? I'm thinking that the Aquarius does want to get things back on track or get things back. Now, whether or not the Aquarius is realizing it right now, because you're not talking. So I don't know that it's perhaps come yet, but it is coming soon. This is the near future. Being stuck on whatever it is you fought about, that's changing. We got strength covering that up. Here's work. I don't know if this is involving your actual, his or her actual job, working a lot, busy with that. That's important. So there's that strength. And then I said, tell me more about it. And we've got the Emperor. This is about creating order out of chaos. Some people, when they're having an emotional thing go on, obviously an argument with you, or not an argument. You mentioned that you've had an argument, right? You haven't talked. Yeah, you're not talking. I don't know if you had an argument, but you're not talking. And, this would imply wanting to create a different, word am I looking for? Order out of chaos. The Emperor is order out of chaos. And sometimes when things are going wrong in our emotional realm, we hyper focus on something else. Work. What is with the hair? This is working hard and paying attention to the details. Maybe he was all excited, like, let's jump into a relationship. Let's go get it. I'm super excited. But then, something happened and he's feeling like something's not going right, or I'm upset, or something's wrong with manifesting love. Maybe manifesting love doesn't want to talk to me or whatever. So I'm going to throw myself into my work so that I can create order out of chaos. And then we're like, what's going to happen? We got mystery. We got to know what's going on. And I said, clarify for me. We got a new opportunity for growth here. I think what's going on is I do think that you guys will get, I got to do my cut card, will get back in line. But I do think that there is some work to be done. I'm not seeing any cups. I have no lovey-dovey cards. So let's see what this cut card is. This is the cut card, the energy of the outcome. Go. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it is coming around. It is coming around. The wheel is always spinning. This also, though, the wheel is saying, you know what, you don't want to keep repeating past things. You know, you don't want to just keep going. You want it to come around to get back to center, but you don't want it to keep happening. So what this is kind of advice from the tarot, make sure you resolve it, but it does look like it's coming back around, but you are being asked to pay particular attention to not repeat this, whatever it was. You know, it might even have not been that big a deal in your mind. You're like, geez, I didn't realize you're going to have this hard of a time, you know, or, you know, if this person just fell off the face of the earth. Is this what you're saying? Let me see. He works a lot, so he's probably busy. That's what you're saying. Yeah. But, you know, again, you got, you know, that's okay. I mean, if that's how somebody is, and obviously working, you have to work. You know, as long as you're tolerant of that type of situation, if that works and fits with what you're expecting, then no problem. But if it's not, well, then maybe you need to say, is this, you know, workaholic type person, the type of person that's going to be able to give me that emotional, you know, shot in the arm that I need, you know? But I do see things where I'm moving along. I don't see a ton of cups or anything like that, though. So it seems a little bit like resolve this problem, and until then it's kind of going to be kind of transactional. Does that make sense? All right, good luck manifesting love. All right, Julie, thank you so much. Hello, Liberty Lynn, how are you? All right, guys, and any of you that are arriving now, I want to say welcome, and I'm so glad to see you. I just wanted to give you a heads up, though. The lists are closed. We are going to be ending the stream here soon. And the free list and the donation list are both closed. But I will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. You're welcome to hang out. I would love it. And maybe you'll get some advice. Something might be relevant for you. And otherwise, I'm here every day at 12 o'clock Central. All right. All right, Julie. So we've got Julie, then we've got M. Then we have Gina Lee, and we have SMJ, and then we're going to wrap it up. Yeah, I was just getting super overloaded, and it cracked me like an egg. I had to take 2 days off just to kind of recover. Well, I think what cracked me like an egg was my dad's COVID diagnosis Tuesday. No, yeah, who cares? I don't even know what day now. All right, let's get back to tarot. We don't need to talk about that. All right, so Spirit suggested me to reach out. I'm getting anxious about having that conversation with Mike. What would happen between Mike and I in the next weeks or so if I keep patiently waiting? All right. Oh, jeez. All right. So you're feeling like, and again, Julie, listen to yourself. You said you're getting anxious. Sometimes our feelings are just protecting us, and we're like, okay, you don't need protection from that or whatever. Other times they are saying, you know what, this is probably not a good idea. Your instincts, your intuition is all at play here, my friends. Remember what I told you about energy. I'm going to put it on one more time just because I love it so much. I'm going to take Julie's comment off. Energy is always swirling. You guys need to always be thinking of that. When you get readings, they are reading the energy of the moment, the likely outcome if nothing changes. Now, what could change, you're saying? Well, you have free will. So do other people. People can put a whole wrench in it by doing something different, you know. So that could change. It also, your thinking could change, you know, things like that. So energy, if your intuition is telling you something different, you really should listen to that, or at least examine it. And I like that because you're doing that right now. So let's find out what we've got. All right. So what would happen if Julie just waits, patiently waiting for Mike? What is going on with Mike and Julie? Okay, there's our energy. This is our spread. Okay. Okay, so if this is, again, if you wait, I specifically excuse me, I specifically said that in my head. See, my voice is going. I thought it'd be better. It was not good at all on Tuesday night. My voice was like, ah. Okay, so we've got our Five of Swords energy, and this is all about, you're going to like this because it makes sense with what you're asking. This is saying about rushing in too soon, not rushing in too soon. That's what it says. It's like a warning about rushing in too soon. Interesting. Now we got to play it out because Spirit message just said you might want to think about having, reaching out on your own. Let's find out. Let's see what else is in here because that kind of contradicts that. Okay. All right. So we've got this don't rush in too soon. You know, that's the energy. We've got our Five of Wands here. This is kind of about, it's a little bit of a, it's like practice. Sometimes it's conflict. If you'll notice, they have their wands there and they're like hitting at this poor hornet's nest and they're all going to get stung, which good, you should. That's what you get for messing with those poor hornets. But anyway, it's about like, duh, I'm just hitting this because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm practicing. Well, I bet you when they get stung, they will remember, right? So it kind of is about, you learn a lesson from doing things, you know, kind of thing. It's about working out all those things so that you can move forward to do other things. Now we've got our Six of Pentacles here. The Six of Pentacles is about giving and taking and about not letting pride get in the way. It's about, or giving and receiving, I meant. Giving and receiving, not letting pride get in the way. Okay, let's see what else that means. We've got the Fool, and this is all about starting, you know, new steps on things. But it's also about making sure to look before you leap. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, darn, darn, he's going to walk off, and he's not even looking. He's looking up at the sky. Oh! So he's not looking. So let's see. So now we need a couple more for sure. For sure. Because this is contrary to what Spirit was saying. And so maybe that is the suggestion more in a generic, well, let me see. I don't think that's right either. So let's see. Let me just do this. This is about overconfidence and rushing in too soon energy. Tell me more. Two of Cups. You got the Two of Cups, and that energy is overseeing. I asked to get me to the point where I could have some more information about our overarching energy. This is don't rush in too soon. And why? Because you want that harmony. Okay, so you want harmony there, and that's the energy, that harmony. Sounds like a wait to me. Let's find out if waiting is going to be better. This is about practicing, trying to get it right, consequences of your actions. And we've got the King of Wands. King of Wands gets things done. Okay, so I do think that, you know what, I don't know that it would harm anything to do what you're doing if you contact him, I mean, or, you know, because we got King of Wands to clarify that. So, you know, if you contact him, you don't want to, you don't feel the right confidence or whatever in doing that. It's uncomfortable, it's awkward, whatever. This is saying that if you feel that way, then you should wait. That's exactly what we were talking about. Sometimes, you know, your intuition kind of trumps the other advice. Like if you're feeling something, your intuition, you're like a radio tower. We all are. We are radio towers. We're receiving information. We're putting information out there. We're attracting things to us. So if you're feeling that, this is what the King of Wands is saying. Now here's the giving and receiving, not letting pride get in the way. Tell me more. Tell me more. Ace of Cups. Holy crap. That's a new love. That is a new love. God, we get this all the time, Julie. Mike is just a slow pokey McPoke. It's God, I don't know what it is, but it's about not letting pride get in the way. So perhaps this is to you, not taking it personal, and making your pride, meaning, hey, you're not contacting me. Now I feel upset about it, or now I'm mad at you. You know, again, the no contact sucks, but it's not something that you maybe need to rush off and be mad about. Now here, let's see, looking without leaping before you look. What is this new journey? What is that new journey? Four of Swords. Okay. Yep. Before you do it, you should stop and think. Okay. So let's sum up. All right, so your overarching energy is looking like, you know what, you don't want to jump in too soon if you want to keep the balance that you have already established. This is saying the same thing, except for it's about practicing and working things out, and working it out, almost like an immature energy, just like gotta fix it and get it back, or work it out, I mean. Then we have our King of Wands to clarify that, which says, you know what, you got to let this play out. It's almost like, I don't want to say fighting, because you're not fighting, but it's like about working. It's like, imagine if you were working out in a gym. You got to start off at a low weight, and then you start increasing the pounds, and you start, lifting more. It's about growing like that. You see? And then when I said to clarify that, obviously we got the King of Wands, so we're good on that. Now, as far as the helping, giving, and receiving, it's again talking about the balance that we've already got. You're giving him the space. You're giving him the time. I feel, though, Julie, I know this all looks good, but I feel like, hey, you're not getting what you need from this situation, so that bothers me. But it's looking like it's still, as far as from Mike's vantage point, is still moving forward. Now, here we talked about jumping ahead, doing this, contacting. If you're feeling like, you know what, I'm this dude, and I'm not even looking where I'm going, and I don't want to feel like I'm falling off a cliff, then that means you shouldn't. And you know what this card says to clarify it? The Four of Swords says, let me sit and think and reflect and refocus my objectives. Like, okay, do I want to, maybe if you just let yourself off the hook for right now and say, no, I'm not going to. And then maybe after a day or two, you're going to be like, you know what, I'm feeling like I might be able to, or I'm feeling like I might want to. It's again, refocusing and having patience. So what this is saying is, and look, we clarified quite a bit. It is telling us that, again, feelings are there. Mike is super slow. And you have to answer this. I did not see this in the cards, but my concern for you is, though, I hate to see you waiting and waiting. I do see positive things happening and positive feelings, but God, it's like molasses. It's just going so slow. And, I don't know. Let's see what the outcome is. Outcome energy. Seven of Wands. Okay, so Seven of Wands is about standing your ground. It's about saying, you know what, I'm ready for this, and I'm going to stand here. It's about, I don't want to say waiting, but it's about saying, all right, show me what you got. Show me what you got. I'm ready. Yeah, Julie. So it looks positive. It looks like if you wait, it's not going to, everything will keep going the way it is. At some point, though, that spirit message is probably talking a little bit about what eventually needs to happen too. This needs to pop. The bubble needs to pop so that you guys can be official, so that you can be exclusive, and so that you can have the adequate amount of give and take with that friendship part of the romance. You know what I'm saying? So keep your ears open. Good on you for listening to your intuition. And So, but I think you'll be fine if you wait. And definitely. Woo, Julie. All right, M, thank you so much. M is up, then Gina Lee, and then SMJ, and then we're going to be ending the show. So, good, Julie. Oh, I'm so glad. And yeah, maybe when he reaches out, then I can have that conversation. Exactly. Let it play out. Now that you have the seed planted in your mind, you're kind of got to grow that seed. You got to feel confident. You got to feel ready. You got to know when the time is right. So yeah, use your intuition though. It looks like your intuition is pretty strong. Okay, so M, and then Gina Lee, and then SMJ, and then we're going to wrap it up. I have gone over at what I thought I wanted to because of my, thanks, Gina, paying for my dad has COVID. If you weren't here, you might not have heard that. I see SMJ, I see Gina, I'm looking for M. And I think you wrote it, but I think it's way up here. Let me look. And then, of course, Jane J, you want to hang out afterwards. We're going to check in with some stuff. And then I'm out of here for today. My brain got overloaded from doing such long shows every day, all week. All right, I'm not seeing it, Em. Okay, here you are. I see you were saying this, but I don't see your question. Not seeing it. Oh, I got it. I got it. All right, Em. Thank you, thank you. What is Juan the Aries thinking about me after I called him today after 6 months of no communication? Ooh, look at you. You're a Gemini. All right. Wow. Wow, wow, and wow. Let's use pre-Raphaelite. Pre-Raphaelite. Seems like a very romantic kind of deck. All right, Juan, what's going on? What are you thinking about M, the Gemini? All right, now that M has called you after 6 months, what is the thought? All right. So, there's our energy. Here is our spread. Okay. Whoa. All right, there we go. Aren't these cool backs? All righty, so we have got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the energy has been woken up. The energy has been, it's got those little tingles are starting. This is Pentacles. Knights always are usually running super fast, except for our Pentacles friends. The Pentacles are usually always very careful planners. So they move a little more slowly because they don't want to misstep. So far, we got to see what these say, of course, but so far, this is looking like you kind of sparked something in the thought about perhaps seeing about what could come. So that's awesome. Let me get down to the bottom. Okay, so what have we got? All right, we keep getting the Two of Pentacles today. All right, so we keep getting the Emperor too. We've got the Emperor. The Emperor is about somebody who is feeling very much like a leader, very much somebody who is in control, very much somebody who, this is somebody who makes order out of chaos. I say that quite a bit because I love that phrase. It really makes sense to feel like we're putting everything back in line kind of feeling, right? Now, remember, this is our energy for the whole spread, so this is kind of partnering up on the bottom of that, like a clarifier type of thing, right? So here, what have we got? We've got brand new communication, and that sounds like you calling today. This is the brand new communication. So I think what's going on is Juan was feeling like pretty secure and pretty, like in charge of things and pretty solid and all that. For the last 6 months or whatever. I think that your communication today has sparked something to, start thinking about things. It is something that is kind of talking about making a change, but again, it's a calculated, slower kind of movement. And that new communication has brought us to the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is about kind of balancing the everyday life kind of stuff. So trying to decide between two things, trying to balance two things. Now, this is Pentacles. So again, like I said, everyday life. So this is your physical world. So maybe now that I've talked to M, maybe now this is going to change a little the dynamic of my time, of my energy, of, or I don't know what to do yet. I've been feeling like this Emperor. And now that I got the new communication, it's made me go, hey, what should I do? And again, this is also Pentacles, and this is the overarching energy. So I'm thinking it has sparked something. It has sparked something. And things are kind of moving, but I think it's in the very initial stages. I don't believe it has become a fully formed plan as to what to do, but I definitely think it sparked things. It sparked them. So let's take a look. What is our energy? We need to see what the energy of the outcome is by looking at the cut card. Are you kidding me? The lovers. Are you kidding me? All right. All right. Well, I think there is a chance of reconciliation or reconnection, or I don't know what level you guys kind of were at 6 months ago, but the positive feelings are there. We've got some love action going on. Again, that lovers card was good to see, because the rest of this seems kind of very much initial kind of transactional part, like, all right, what do I want to do? Okay, we talked. Okay, do I have time? I'm not seeing like that kissy kissy. And then I pulled the lovers. So there you go. So, oh my gosh, super, super clear. I didn't even need any clarifiers. This is very clear. I think you have sparked something in Juan. And I think that, he's kind of deciding what to do with this. And I think it's going slow, but outcome showed me the lovers. So I'm thinking that this is heading in a positive direction. I think you sparked something. This is your call, or this is it. That's your call right there. There you are. Hope you had your shirt on. If you were on FaceTime, who knows? Maybe you didn't want it on. But look at a lot of naked people in this deck. I don't know. I'm not a prude at all, but sometimes I have had a little bit much. A little much. Oh, M, that looks super good. Thank you so much for the donation, and good luck. Gina Lee. I say that every time. Cosmic Stoner, I love your name. That is hilarious. I love it. I love it so much that I would love to steal it if it weren't already taken. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to steal it. But I like that name. Okay, guys, in case you're arriving here late, just so you know, the stream is ending soon. Our list is closed. I have 2 more readings, one for Gina and one for SMJ. Gina, if you could go ahead and post your question. I didn't see it while I was kind of scrolling around. I will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central Time. I am here every day, and you can, of course, check out my pick a card selection on my channel. Nice collection of questions that are commonly asked on the show. So hopefully there might be one that you like there that might work for right now. Otherwise, please be sure to come back and visit me again. All right. Gina Lee, I found your question, SMJ, but I don't have Gina. Let me see. Gina donated before you. I do try to keep it in order. And Jane, yes, you are waiting till the end of the live. Thank you, thank you. And, oh, and you subscribed, Cosmic Stoner. Thank you. I just love your name. I love it. All right, SMJ, I think I have 2 donations for you. Let me look while I'm waiting for Gina Lee's question. We're going to do Gina Lee, SMJ, and then I'm sticking around after the show to talk to Jane J. Couldn't say it. All right, so SMJ, I have 1 donation come in for you, sweetie. So, yeah, I only got the 1, hon. I only got 1. So let's just get back. All right. Yeah, SMJ, I only have 1, honey, unless the second one isn't coming through yet. Let's see, Gina Lee. I'm not seeing your question. I know you sometimes have to bounce in and out of the show. So I love this name too. Cup of tea with $3 worth of sugar with cookies. Hey. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, Gina Lee, I am not seeing your question. And SMJ, I've only got 1, hon. I'm only getting 1. Yeah, your SJ on what's it called? PayPal. Let me refresh. Okay. Well, that works. Let's just do it this way then. Gina Lee, please post your question. And SMJ, I've only got 1, so we will have to go. We'll pull a card maybe for Brandon, but I only have 1, so I can only do 1 at a time. So let's see what we've got for you. Gina Lee, go ahead and post it when you come on. Will V call this weekend to reconcile? Am I on Brandon's mind? So we need to see if, what deck do I want? Oh, we're going to use the Everyday Witch because I love it so much. All right, will V call, ooh, shit. All right, will V call this weekend to reconcile? And then we'll pull a card and see if Brandon's on your mind, okay? And then we'll do Gina, and if Gina's not here, I got to do Jane. Hey, Charlie Bear. We are just wrapping up. I have closed out all lists. I am becoming oversaturated doing 3 and 4 hour shows, and I'm at the 6 minutes. I'm at 3 hours, and I'm already kind of tripping over my words. I can't do these long shows. So, you know, and it just, that's why I took 2 days off. I kind of cracked I was getting worn down and losing my voice and not getting stuff done around here. But also then I found my dad found out it has COVID, and that kind of just cracked the egg. So I had to take 2 days off, like mental health days. And then when I came back, I decided I got to keep the show to 2 hours because I'm just getting overloaded, you know. Plus, you got to think, you know, I'm not only talking and engaging with all of you and your questions, but I'm also opening myself up and doing tarot, you know. So I've got a lot of little gears running around in my head, and they're squeaking and smoking, and I need to do some repair work. All right. So V, this weekend to reconcile. Oh, thank you, Charlie. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you so much, honey. I gotta cut it because I've already been on 3 hours and 5 minutes, and this is absolutely the opposite of what I said I was gonna do. So I gotta do something different tomorrow. I just can't do it. I would do it all day if I could, but physically and mentally, it's just too much for me. I gotta be honest. All right, V, what's going on with you? Are you going to be calling SMJ to reconcile? SMJ. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Swords energy. 10 of Swords, that talks about kind of like the death of an idea. It's kind of like the death of an idea. It's about finalizing sort of something. It's about not repeating past mistakes. So let's find out what's going on with V. We got 2 kings. Wow. Okay. So we've got 2 kings. We've got the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. And then we've got the Star. Our kind of our finalization of a project. We're going to call it that for right now, just for sake of the brevity. It's kind of about, the end of something, the finalization of something, right? And then here we've got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, he's a king. So both of these in this case are kings. Both kings are analytical type of people, really focused on the big picture, someone who's very calm, someone who takes their time. Well, we got Pentacles here. This is somebody who is very much happy to, you know, take care of anything having to do with finances. Obviously, he's Pentacles, so he's the money guy. But he's also somebody who is very sensible, very calm and stable. We also have our King of Cups. The King of Cups is, now he's also the king, like I said, but he's somebody who really has empathy. I mean, he's in charge of emotions after all. He does not like criticism. He does not like that. So he kind of pulls back his feelings so he doesn't get them stepped on, kind of thing. He hangs back and kind of watches. Do you know what I'm saying? So this right now, this energy right now, what I'm getting so far is that this weekend may not be happening. I see a lot of slow movement. This, however, brings it kind of like a nice way to round it back up and put a little bow on it. The Star is all about the future, and it's all about looking forward and knowing where to go. The Star can also be about recognition. It's about being recognized for singled out and things like that. So we definitely need a clarifier on that one. And then we'll pull the outcome card. So let's see what we've got. What's going on here with the Star card? All right, Two of Wands. He is just totally in his own head, hon. He is just totally in his own head. That's exactly what I got here. He's in his own head again. I got 3 of those. And you know what? There's still, you're still a shining star in the sky there, but he's super slow trying to just, and then, then this is kind of like the death of ideas and finalizing a project and things like that. It's like almost like, I don't know. I feel like V is just stealing your time and your peace. I don't like that. All right, let's find out what the cut card is for the outcome. Let's find out what the energy is. The Hermit. Okay, so I'm thinking probably not this weekend. Probably not this weekend. I do still think you're in there as a little star in the sky. And notice we have stars again on that. I didn't even notice it first. But the Hermit is asking you just to kind of pull back, really be thinking about things, be ready. But yeah, I don't see that this weekend. Now I'm going to do a quick card pull for you since we've got another question that is separate, but I do want to give you something. So are you on Brandon's mind? Hey guys, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm actually ending the show. I've closed the list off. I've got one more after this with Gina Lee, and I have to cut the show. Yeah, I have, it's too much. My brain is mashed potatoes, and I started at 12, so it's been 3 hours, so I can't. I would love it. I would love to keep going. But I just can't. It's too much. It broke me for 2 days. I had to take 2 days off to kind of replenish, but that, I don't mean to say that to make you feel bad at all. I love being here. Trust me, I do. It's just, I got to watch myself. I'm 51 years old. I have a lot of stuff going on in my house. Like I said, my dad just found out he has COVID. I've got, I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of stuff. It's boring for you, but I've got a bunch of stuff going on, and I gotta do some self-care. And one of the things is I can't do 3 and 4 hour shows anymore. It's just wearing me down. My 51-year-old body is saying no. All right, though, we need to know, what about Brandon? Brandon, is SMJ on your mind, Brandon? Go. You got 10 of Wands. Busy, busy, busy. What's going on with Brandon? Brandon seems pretty busy. And then we got the Queen of Cups. Okay, honey. So yeah, is Brandon on your mind? I just got a 2-card pull for you. This is the 10 of Wands. I think busy. I think Brandon's busy, 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 busy. But doing stuff that's good. Things that are moving him forward. Not overwhelmed like I just said. I was overwhelmed with coronavirus and tired and 51 years old. That sounds like, But this is about being busy, but making your way and finding success, and that's a good thing. So things are busy. But when I said, are you on Brandon's mind, I get the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is somebody who is known as everybody's best friend and the best spouse. So this is somebody who is definitely singled out. So I would say you are not going to probably get a call this weekend from V. I think you're still in the headspace of V, but I don't think so. And then, are you on Brandon's mind? I am going to say, yes, you are. Look at me. I drew a heart in the air. Yeah. Awesome. All right, my friend. Thank you very much. Light worker? No, he is not. My dad is, my parents are in their 70s, and they live in 2.5 hours away from me. And my sister and her husband live up there. I have not been able to see my family since summer because of this stupid COVID. So I'm very upset, but obviously, my dad, he got exposed. My mom is home, and they live together, and she does not have it, which is like, thank God. And my sister and brother-in-law all came back negative, so thank God. But my dad has it. So, but his symptoms are, he is achy, really achy, feels like crap, especially at nighttime. And headache, bad headache, and then hot, cold, like freezing and then sweating. He doesn't know if he's had a fever or not because he's been taking so much pain relievers, like Tylenol and ibuprofen or whatever. So I don't know if he ever was able to get a fever to register or not, but yeah, he's just home quarantining, and they told him if it gets worse to take himself to the ER. But there's nothing else they can do. By the way, guys, boost up on your vitamin C. Vitamin C, there's done a study. Vitamin C helps to fight it, helps to beat it. So if you are, not drinking tons of orange juice, start taking some. We got to get rid of this damn virus. We don't want anybody getting sick. All right. So back to Gina Lee. Gina Lee. I don't know why I got to say your name like that, but I do. My old friend Tony is trying to apologize for what he did in the past. Is he truly sorry? Is it worth being his friend? He is trying to get back into your life. Is he trying to get back into your life? Okay. So what do I want to use? I want to use what? Wizard's Tarot. That's what I want to use. You're welcome, SMJ. All right. This is going to be my last reading, guys. Jane J, I would like to ask you to stick around. I'm going to give you a link to click, and then once the show is over, you and I can remain on here talking. So that way, once I end the stream, you and I will just be on here in like a split screen. Okay. So, well, it doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm doing. I might do that. I just thought of some other way to do it, actually. So we'll see. And to the rest of you who did return late or arrive later, thank you for understanding. Like I said, I've been on since noon, so it's been 3 hours, and I need to kind of set my boundaries, about that. So just for my own personal well-being, it kind of wore on me after a while. I love tarot, and I love you guys, but my body said no. All right, Tony, what's up with you and Gina Lee? Oh, I almost dropped one, but I caught it. Ha! All right. There is our energy. This is our spread. Okay. 6 of Wands. Okay, 6 of Wands energy. This is about victory. This is about celebration. This is about a victory with more left to be done. Obviously this is the Wizard's Tarot, so that's the theme. But, this wizard has the bad guy's head in the bubble. Well, that's a great thing. They're all celebrating. Yay, you got the bad guy's head. But now we got to get the rest of his body. We got to get the rest of the bad guys or whatever. I don't know. I'm just making that up. But anyway, so do you see what I'm saying? It starts off, there's some success, but there is more to be done. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, so is he truly worth being friends with again? Okay, you know what? I think you might want to be accepting of the apology. But I mean, I can see that you've moved on. The 8 of Cups, look at this guy. He's walking out the door. He's going out on a journey or wherever he's going. He's got his bag. He's got all these cups. He's got 8 of them. And he's like, well, I think I want to go get some more. Sometimes his journey is a journey of no return. It's like, okay, I've got this, but I'm seeking more. Now, here is our 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is about a burden. It's about carrying a lot of things, but with success. And I think that, for you, this is you. I'm assuming, I would say, just based off of the few things I do know, I know how hard you work. And you got a lot of things on your plate, and you're juggling things, and you're juggling different emotions of people who have jealousy issues and whatnot. I have a lot going on, but I'm managing. I'm doing it. I'm successful. I think hearing back from this person is what's really causing this change. You got a lot going on. You're dealing with what you've got, and you know kind of what you're doing and where you're going with the people that you're already doing things with. And now this other person's walking in out of the shadows. Look, he's walking into the room, and that's where you are with your lovely little like antler thing on. It's actually kind of cool. It's crystals. A big change, shaking it up. That means things, yeah. So I need a clarifier on that. But this is the success that you're having. I'm still thinking I pick up a lot on you and your success, but let me see what this change is. I got to get something more. Let's get the change. Page of Swords. Okay, so that's communication. The big change is coming from this brand new communication. Okay, so does that mean that, you know what, they I don't even know how to say it, trying to apologize, new communication. Okay, is he sincere? That's what I'll say. Is he sincere? Yes, he is sincere, honey. He is sincere. Okay, so here he comes. He's ready to let go of whatever pride or relationship he had in the past, or whatever he did to hurt your feelings, or whatever that is. He wants to walk away and forget those things. That's the I'm sorry. You are probably here saying, I got a lot of stuff on my plate. I'm dealing with all these things. You know, I've already come to terms with whatever it is that happened, and I've moved on. You know, yeah. And so there's why I'm sure why you're asking the question. You've been having some success and feeling good in life. This is the energy that's flowing through your situation right now. And you probably don't want to add another, you know, here he is, and now you can't do anything because you're overloaded. So that's probably partly why you're asking the question, I realize, but that's what the cards are saying too. And then here's the change. He contacted you. I said, well, what's going on with this change? Clarified. There's our Page of Swords. This is an immature energy. Someone talking to you. This is literally a new message. It is our page for one, but it's also swords. This is communication. This is what this is. And then when I asked, is he truly sorry? I mean, I got the Ace of Cups, which is, here's my offer of love for you. Now I realize you're friends and not necessarily lovers, but this is about emotions. You know, so it's not saying, hey, man, I love you in a romantic way, but I love you as a friend. I'm offering you this cup with a lotus in it and some magic. That sounds pretty damn good, doesn't it? So the success is here. So I'm thinking he is truly sorry. So let's see if it's worth it, though. You got a lot of burden, my friend. Is it worth it being his friends for Gina? She got a lot of burden. 8 of Wands. Yeah, brace for a change. Brace for a change. Things are going to be a little different. I would still keep your guard up. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but you said that you aren't really, you know, sure that you can forgive him, you know. So there's lots of things changing. This says brace for a change, and the Tower says a huge change. So something's coming. Whether or not you're, you know, the contact might be coming again where he's like, you know what, just be, I want to be this, I want to be back together as friends, and I'm sorry. And you're going to have to decide whether or not you accept that apology or not. So let's see. It is looking, we want to know though, is it worth it? He is truly sorry. I do believe that. So let's see, is it worth it? Let's look at our outcome. Queen of Swords. You're going to have to tell him like it is. You are going, that's the outcome. He is sincere, and you're going to have to be, he's sincere here. We know this. You still have your success and your awesomeness, but you need to get real with him. So you need to get it out on the table, whatever he did. You need to work through it. You need to be able to say whatever you need to say for closure. And then I think you'll be just fine. But you need to say those things. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying. Now let's see. Well, am I right? Will it be just fine if Gina Lee spits all that out of off her chest? Death of an idea. Okay, so I think things will be happening. Death of an idea. The 10 of Swords is, and obviously it looks terrible. He's sitting there with a bunch of swords in his back. That's no good. But you know, 10s are all about renewal. It's about starting over. So that's the starting over card. So yeah, my dear. I think it might be, and at least initially, you know, you're not going to know, and then you got to play it by ear, but you need to have that Queen of Swords moment and tell it like it is, my dear. Queen of Wands energy, that's you. You are the Queen of Wands. Man, oh man, oh man, you are the Queen of Wands, my friend. And I still see that success coming through in your energy. So, yeah, definitely. All right, my friends, I am now going to do a reading for Jane J. And this is my fabulous moderator. And she and I had already arranged that I would do this. So Jane, yeah, let's do it this way. I saw where you said you couldn't do that link. So this is fine. We can just stay here. I just wanted, people who are watching to know. And then this is the last question. I am going to put up my other banner. If I can find it. There we go. Last reading, my friends. Okay, this is the last one. If I can get my mouse back. Here we go. All right. Oh, no, I don't want this deck. What am I doing? All right. So, Jane J, my love. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I guess I picked the wrong one. There we go. Today, I argued with my love, Nerlin Aries. We argued. He doesn't understand that I'm serious. I want him in my future as my husband. I can't understand him. He said he likes me. He said me like he is not serious, like we are nothing. Then said, behave like we are in a relationship. I'm his wife. Then asked me what you want to marry. And I said, currently, no, but I love you. I want you in my future. I said, I want to know him very well for marriage. Should I know him very, very well deep? I guess that he is not me, does not want me in his future as a wife, doesn't see me by his side. Maybe we're just wanting to spend his spare time. Okay, so let's kick some ass here. Let's kick some ass. We're going to find out what the hell's going on. We're going to use light seers. We're going to shine some light. We are going to shine some light on this, Jane. Let me get back down to the bottom. You're a Capricorn. He's an Aries. All right. Or is that right? Let me go back up. Yes, I thought it's Aries. Okay. Does this talking meeting going anywhere to good, serious relationship engagement or not? Should I forget and close this chapter? Will he offer me marriage one day, or should I forget him? All right. So what is going on for Jane J? Jane J. N. What is going on? Is there a future with these two? Is there a future with these two? Or should Jane move on? Okay. Let me do one more. One more. Okay. So, here's our energy. Here is our spread. Okay, now. Okay, the energy is the death card. Now, remember, death does not mean dying. Doesn't mean anything like that. And this is actually a very pretty, positive, looking death card. This is about changing things. This is about a new chapter. This is the death of one chapter and on to a new chapter. This is about feeling like a rebirth. See that? It's like oh, excuse me. I don't know. This doesn't look bad, but it's about saying I want to grow in here. My opportunities are there. I'm going to have this forest in here with all these stars. Let's find out what else we've got. Oh, gosh, honey, you got great cards. You've got great cards. Okay. So, you know him very well, very deep. Okay. So, something's going to change. There is something changing. This is the energy for the whole spread. So it applies to each of our cards. So, here, social interactions. This is our 3 of Cups. This is about starting a new endeavor of the heart. The Fool. This is about starting a new journey. Did you notice? A new chapter, new endeavor of the heart, new journey. And guess what the Page of Cups is? New messages of love. New, and new. Are you kidding me? Oh, Jane, you got to have it. You got to. You deserve it. You deserve it. Ready? Whoa. Now that was a good spread. All right. So let's get back to your comment. Okay. So, again, I'm thinking that the feelings are there. I think that now Now, what did you say? Now, I have to see what you said. Then said, behave like we're in a relationship. I'm his wife. Then asked me, what do you want to marry? I said, currently no, but I love you, want you in my future. He said, I want to know him very well. I think you guys are just missing the mark right now. For some reason, you're not on the same page. Like you want the same thing, but one of you is walking kind of like this and the other one's walking like this, and you're just not walking in the right, I mean, that was kind of dumb with my hands, but you're just not on the same page. But I think you both want the same thing. You want it to change and to be something. It sounds to me like N is into you, but thinks that you might need to wait longer. I don't know if N was thinking like, okay, I'm kind of in charge and this is just going to happen at my pace, but yet you're saying, I do love you, but I'm not ready to get married or whatever. Maybe that's what's kind of just causing this back and forth, this push-pull. You both want the same thing. You both want the same thing. You definitely do. And I see that this change is coming. We're going to have a rebirth of some reason. We're going to feel like, okay, rejuvenated, recharged. We've got the personal satisfaction and personal relationships card. This is about, all personal relationships, so it's usually about, it can involve a social situation. It can involve a family situation. It can involve a work situation. It can involve no situation. It could just be about, the two of you. But regardless, it is about the person or the new endeavors of the heart and building those satisfaction and personal relationships. And then we've got our Fool. The Fool is the granddaddy of all new journeys and new steps. This is it. This is it. It's like plunge in, plunge in. I think Ann wants you to plunge in, and because you're not, thinks that maybe I'll just stay reserved. You remember, people have a certain amount of self-pride where they're like, I don't want to get hurt, so I'm going to act like I don't care. I'm going to act like I don't want to know, or I don't know, or it doesn't matter to me. That happens a lot. We've got our Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Now, Jane, I don't know if you heard me going on and on about the Page of Cups when Julie was getting her readings. We always get the Page of Cups for her guy, right? We're getting the Page of Cups for you, and this makes sense too. The Page of Cups is all about somebody who does have a new message of love, but somebody who's sitting back and waiting and watching. They don't want to get hurt. They are often creative people, which when the other reading was actually absolutely true. But in your case, I don't know that Anne is in the creative sense, but I do get the impression he works a lot of solitary things. Maybe heads down type of, not having a lot of engagement with others. But, he seems to be like a quiet person. I don't know. Am I right, Jane? Is he quiet? Yeah. So I don't know, but I do see it. So let's get a couple. We need to know a little bit more. Okay. My future bride, hello, how are you? Oh, honey, I know you donated. I'm gonna have to say the show is over. It's been 3 hours and 20 minutes, and I'm kicking my own ass because I'm dying. So I can either refund your donation, honey, or we can save it for tomorrow. Totally up to you. And again, it's totally not personal. It's me. I've been on since 12 o'clock. So it's been 3 hours and 20 minutes. And I needed to take a 2-day break. I don't know if you noticed I wasn't here, and that's because I really got so overwhelmed. I can't do these, long shows anymore. So I do have to cut it. Oh, my future bride. Okay, honey, thank you so much. Awesome. If you need to get in touch with me for some reason about it, my email is in the description. Okay. Otherwise, I will save it for tomorrow. No, honey, I'm sorry. Well, and I've been here for so long that it doesn't seem like it's late, but my plan was 2 hours. So from 12 to 2, and I've already blown it by an hour and a half, but I have to because of my mental health. It's just a little much. So my dear, I'll see you tomorrow. If you have an issue or a question, email me in the description. Okay. Thank you, honey. All right, so we need to do some pull cards because we need to know. I saw you had asked a couple of things. Will he come back to me with serious commitment one day? Um, and will he want me in his life? Okay, so serious commitment. We need a yes or a no, please. We need to know, is N going to have a serious commitment with Jane J? 10 of Swords. Okay, so this is meaning it's an idea. We got the death of an idea here, the death of something moving on. And this is where we're changing again. So we're asking, come back to you with commitment. When you're saying come back, looks like somebody's walking back, doesn't it? Let's find out. We need another one. We need another one. 2 of Swords. Okay, not being able to see, feeling like you're torn. Yeah, it seems like he's dragging his feet. He's just dragging his feet. I think he's going to keep going like he is for a little while. Are we seeing commitment coming soon? Oh, we do. There's a commitment. All right, honey, I'm going to tell you what this means. This is saying that, and we're going to do the energy card as well, but this is saying that you might have more of the same for a little while. I do see this changing, though. I do see it coming around. Let's pick these up. Coming around. I think that that N is going to, does have feelings. They're still there, but he's being withdrawn about it. He's being protective of his feelings about it. He thinks that you're wanting to wait, right? He says, wait, what are you saying? Our talking meeting ended or will continue? I think it's going to continue. We got the World card. The World card said yes. What else are you saying, hon? I'm just trying to see what you're writing. Yes, he's quiet. Okay. These are the Page of Cups. Yes, it will continue. I think it's not going to go back in the right away. You're going to, these first initial, conversations are going to leave you thinking like, what's going on? You might feel a lot the same like you do right now. But remember, I asked, will you continue? Will this come together? And I got the World as the final card. So this tells me yes, this is about ultimately yes, but I think you are looking at a little bit more of the same right now. That uncertainty, hesitancy to admit feelings on N's part, which he's the Page of Cups here. So let's see. And then you're saying, will he contact me again and again? Let's do this, and then I'll pull the energy card, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So contact me again and again. 5 of Cups. Okay, so that again, the cups are the suit of love and emotion. It's looking like a contact. You're asking again and again, so I don't know what that means. If that means continual, then yes. If that means if you're going to talk to him 100 times in a day, then that means no. And there's our, yep, there it is. I don't know what to do to close this chapter or what to do. I do think you're going to hear something, but let's pull the outcome. Let's go. Let's see what this says, Jane. Oh, honey. Yeah, look at the outcome. The Knight of Cups. That's the ooh la la card. The Knight of Cups. So yes, I think it is absolutely going there. I think our person here and is shy, or not shy is not the right word. Introverted, maybe, calm to himself. I do see that. But as far as things happening, I see it all. Look at this. Look at this. This is all the new stuff happening, coming. These are the things that are getting in the way. These are the things that are getting in the way. These ideas, these thoughts, not knowing what to do. Maybe your communication is a little off in terms of making yourself clear. Sounds like you've been pretty clear. So maybe you need to ask him some very direct questions. You know what? I have a huge sales background, and what you guys want, if you want to get somebody to respond and talk more, to draw it out of them, you never ask a yes or a no question. You ask an open-ended question. So like, do you want to be with me? Yes. No. That's all you can say? No. You say, well, what would you think about us being together? And then he'll say, well, I think this or that. That's not a good example, but do you see what I'm saying? You don't ask a yes or a no question, because then they answer yes or no, and then the door is closed, right? If you leave an open-ended, like a question that cannot be answered with a yes or a no, that opens the door for a conversation. Do you see? So then I asked, are these going to change, will the conversation be coming over and over? And I think you will be getting conversation, but I don't think it'll be as much as you want. I said, how is it going to end? And we got the world coming back together. That is again about a journey completing. And then I asked when, and we got the chariot. So the chariot is moving fast. So I'm thinking this is coming. I think it's coming quickly, and I think that the end result is the Knight of Cups. So I think it's going well. I think there is hope, my friend. I think there is. I do. All right, my friends, thank you all so much. I hope that helped, Jane. I am going to wrap up the show. My eyeballs are spinning. I've been doing tarot for 3.5 hours. I said I wasn't going to do that, and I did it. But what are you going to do? All right, my friends, I will be here tomorrow. I love seeing each and every one of you, and I love reading the cards. So I will see you tomorrow. We'll do it all over again.